Jack's too stupid.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Cam. Welcome back to another YouTube live stream. Before we start, as everyone is coming in, do me a favor. Make sure you guys click the like button and subscribe to everyone who's coming up. So we got Ronan, Wandering Traveler. We got Sergeant Sosua. What's going on, Sarge? How you doing? I don't know if Edwin is ready. E, are you ready? E?
What's up with him?
All right, he's ready. What's going on, everyone?
Yeah, guys, I'm a little dark over here.
Are you ready? What's up with him?
I got an echo going on.
You got headphones? Plug your headphones in.
I got an echo going on.
Yeah, you got to plug your headphones in. You'll be fine. How's everyone feeling today?
Man, it's all good, man.
All right, all right. How you feeling, Sergeant?
Hey, mucho bueno.
That boy been practicing.
Sarge look a little devious. You look a little devious, Sarge.
Hey,
So-
man. Hey, the wolf is out.
I got you.
Well, he said the wolf is out. So
Yeah,
yesterday I was
I've been
watching.
on it.
I don't remember the name of the channel. It was an older fella. He was on with. I don't remember none of the name of these guys, but hold on, I gotta go pull him up. What's his name? I gotta give him credit. Andre and Andrea Love Crossing. So I saw them doing a live yesterday, and they were doing a stream about people over the age of 40 having children or having their first child overseas. So, and I watched it and I kind of agreed with some of what they're saying, and then I disagreed as well because, of course, I'm 24. So I'm like, why would I want to have children 40 or have my first kid around that time? So I said, let me go get a different perspective. Let me call the people I know. So I reached out to everyone that's up here. So that's what today is just going to be about. We're going to be doing the benefits of having children overseas. Do you got to wait till you're 35, 40, 45, 50, like you may have to do here? Like, what's just kind of the benefits? I I think Ronan, you do have. I know for sure Edwin has a child overseas.
Yeah, I got
Ronan, you have one as well.
I got a
That's
gang.
right.
So yeah, that's what I really wanted to hit on because I thought it was interesting the conversation they were having yesterday, but they just didn't have the different age groups. That's all I felt. I was like, all right, I'm kind of disagreeing with you guys.
I didn't watch it. Can you give us a little rundown? And
Well, I try to hop on their stream, but they're like, hey, this ain't no young boys channel. We ain't gonna do it. They're like, nah. So I was like, all right, no problem. I sent him an email. I'm like, hey, if you want to hop on, I sent him an email. So hopefully he got it. But
yeah, I know who he is and stuff,
yeah.
but I never really watched a lot of those
basically
brothers'
he was
content.
talking about how I don't think he has any children yet. He's gonna have his first child soon. I believe he's in his 50s. And he was saying how much more life he has and stuff, which I agree with him. And he was like, more people should have their children later in life. And I'm like, nah, man. That's what I was thinking back from. Again, I'm 24. Y'all got to bear with me. I'm like, having your first kid around that age is crazy. Sounded insane to me. But I was like, I got older people I talk to. I got mentors I talk to, like Edwin's, Ronan, you guys. So I said, let me go do a stream with them and see what they think about it. But
yeah, it's a good topic.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a great topic, and you get a different perspective as well. I know you all have children. I don't have any children, but let's start with the first question: should men have children in America today?
You coming to me first?
Yeah, go ahead, Rudy.
Hell no. Let me tell you something. Look, man, you can find a good situation, man, but I feel like the government has ruined relationships. You can find a good woman in the United States, man. I don't want to put it like you can't, but man, it's tough with the government. I would tell men not to have kids just from remember, I'm coming through my own situations. I was on child support half my life. You know what I'm saying? And it ruined a lot of stuff, man. I end up spending, man, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars when you could have just went somewhere else, had a family, and you wouldn't have, as long as you're taking care of your family, that's your obligations. It's all good, man. From the 1960s, I think the government has destroyed things in the United States for the family. They saw us making progress. They came in here with these things, wiped us out. We talk about this kind of stuff a lot. So as long as the government is in there supporting foolishness, no, do not have kids. Don't get married. None of that. That's what I believe in. That's me, but that's my opinion.
All right, go ahead, Sarge.
Yeah, man, I gotta say I agree with him. It's just not beneficial to the man, I think, these days. Like, unless you find a good one, somebody that's gonna support you. Like I know couples like that, but if you're young, my children were all born young, and I know we'll get to that. I was 20 when my first one, and I got fixed after my last one was born. So I think that's what helped me in the long run and being able to do what I can do now is because I had my children so young that even though I'm still paying child support, it's still not, I'm not dealing with some of the things that if you had a child, later on in life. So I would definitely say no. It's pointless to have one in the States right now.
Okay. Go ahead, Edwin.
Well, I think it's okay to have a kid in the States. At my age, I said no. But if you're younger and building with somebody, yes, do it. Because in the long run, it's your child regardless, no matter what you have to do. But when you look at the other end, I'll say no. If you like Ronan says, if you can travel and go overseas and you can have a family, you can what you would spend to take care of one kid in a month in the US, you can spend that here and take care of a kid for 3 or 4 months just for one paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be living a really good life, probably better than you in the US sending that $300 over here for them to live. They're gonna be living in a nice neighborhood. They're gonna be able to feed everybody. They're gonna go to the park just on that little money. So if you can do it young, be with somebody you can build with. If you old, hell no, you better be your ass out here to where you can actually do something and don't have to stress about money, like a lot of the guys on this call right now.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so Old Krusty Rico, he said it. I saw that stream last night, and as an older man, I agree with you. They are crazy, and I know two of them. Sure, not
But
better.
sometimes you have accidents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No,
yeah.
that's factual as well. And then next question is, what age do you think men should? What do you think should be the average age a man should start having children, barring accidents and stuff like that?
Man, you can starting with me.
Yeah, anybody can go. This one.
Well, look, man, I'm gonna say this, man. Like, usually a man, he's not at his financial peak till you hit them 40s, man. So
yeah,
sometime, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get really financially stable till I got to my late 30s. That's when things just clicked. My late 30s, going into my 40s, man, I was set. But I had kids like Sarge. I had kids young. I had kids in my early Cam. I think I was your age when I had my first child.
wow.
Or younger, 20. Man, look, I had a shotgun wedding. Her dad was a preacher, and I'm coming off the street, man. I'm coming off the street and going into church trying to change my life. I come in there with that street stuff to knock the man daughter up. I get the girl pregnant. Next thing you know, man, we walking down the aisle with her with a big belly. You know what I'm saying? And from then on, we had two more kids. And man, I stayed like that for a while. And look, I love being married and being a dad and doing all that. But the problem is, again, the system. One day the woman say, hey, you know what? I've been with you since my young life. I want to see what's else out there. They don't care if they destroy the family. They don't care because they know somebody's going to take care of them. They Disney princesses. They could do whatever the hell they want. And they walk away, and these kind of things happen. And you're on the hook because now these are your kids. You got to take care of them. So, man, so in your 40s, I know you probably disagree with the guys, but look, when you're older, you got more resources. I just wouldn't do it in the United States. Mm-hmm. But anywhere else in the world that's not in the West, like no Britain, America, none of those places, Canada, DR, Colombia, Latin America, Asia, hell yeah, I think you could have kids, you know, as long as you're fit enough to take care of them. You know what I mean? I don't see anything wrong with it myself.
So I'm next.
Yeah, any of you guys can hop in.
So I have to disagree in this sense. Like I had my children very young. I was 20 when my oldest two were born. They're 24, the same age you, Cam, my oldest girls. And then every 4 years after that, I had another child. So my oldest and my youngest are about 8 years apart. Like it's a military thing. Like right before a deployment, right after a deployment, you have a baby. It's kind of how it goes. So the blessing in that is when I retired at 38, my daughters graduated high school the same year. My son was, a couple years after that, and now my youngest graduates, early this year. So here, next summer, all my kids will be in college, grown, doing their own thing, no issues, and I'm not even 45 years old. So that's where I say the benefit. And I think when you're younger, sometimes you kind of have more of the patience to deal with children than when you get older. I look at my granddaughter and I'm like, man, I would have tore her behind up when my kids were that age, but I don't have the patience to deal with the baby in a sense. I just want to baby him. I just want to spoil him. So I think it can go both ways. I look at what it was a benefit having my children young because I was still able to do things physically even with my children that I probably couldn't do now if I had a young son playing football or basketball. But I understand in the financial aspect that Ronan's talking about, usually none of us get our groove to about 35. So financially, no, I struggled with, 3-4 kids before I was 30. But now I look back, I was able to, retire and sit down while they're young adults. So that was the benefit in having my children young.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get what you're saying, but for me, my youngest is 19 months, right? Or 18 months, whatever it is. She's gonna be 2 in February. So you guys can do the math on that one. I'm not a mathematician, but she's gonna be 2 in February. And I had her with me in the U.S. She was born in Colombia, but I took her back with me in the U.S. for 3 months when she was at 6 months old. So that's me dealing with a baby and working at the same time, working remote. So of course that's no problem. I can schedule my stuff around. But those 3 months was probably the best time that I've ever had with any of my kids. And I have 4 girls. right? From
Oh,
30,
God bless you. God bless
24,
you, bro.
18, and the baby. So coming down, right? And I'm 51 now, I'll be 52. And the time that I spend with her mom complain all the time. She's tremendous, she's busy, she's jumping. But when she with me, it's completely different. Because I lock her, I put a button in the chair, lock her down for a couple of hours. And when I take a break, she take a break. I let her out for an hour, she run around, tell stuff up. I put her butt back in. But Colombians, the people that do things differently out here than we do. So, but I mean, this is the best time because, like Ronald said, I hit my financial strive right at 40. Right, I started around 29, but I lost everything in the market. And then in real estate, when the market crashed, I lost like 9 properties or 8 properties, something like that. And so from that point on, I had to start all over to build that back up. Even though I had a career, but I had to build that back up. And to now, where money is not an issue anymore, I can have a kid anywhere. But if I have a kid in the US, 20% of what I make, that's somebody's salary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So no, I can do it here. Even if I'm spending $500-600 a month, if we're not together to take care of her, I'm not hurting. I'm not worried about it because I know my kid's gonna be happy in a good place. And I mean, this that's priceless.
Yes, it is. It's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I want to welcome up Sin. What's going on, Sin? How you doing?
What's up, bro?
What's up, brothers?
What up, though? What's up?
Man, what's going on?
What up, though? What up?
So we got the young bloods and the old bloods.
Yeah.
I try to get various of ages and to see what happens.
Yeah.
So, Sin, the question we are on: what age do you think men should start having children?
I don't think there is an age. I just think whenever you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the person. Depends on your dynamics, where you from, the person, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I know guys I know guys I went to college with that had kids fresh out of college, either in college or fresh out of college, got married, still married, 15, 20 years later. So it all depends on your game plan and what you want out of life and what you want to do.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So if Ronan Edwin and Sarge, you got children too. If you had to start all over, would you rather have your children overseas or would you rather have them here? You had to start
man, let me tell you, man, I love my kids, man. Love them to death. But I would have rather waited. I would have rather waited till I started traveling. And it's not really the travel thing, it's more the financial thing. Look, I built 3 companies, man, and like Brother E was saying, I lost them, built back up, man. But it seemed like, man, when I hit in the late 30s, man, like Brother said, 35, man, I just got like everything clicked right. So having kids from then on would have been better for me. Man, I really struggled, man. I had kids in my early 20s like that, man. I struggled, and it was a hard thing. But at the same time, I feel what Sarge was saying too. When you're young like that, you can enjoy it, because I did enjoy that with my little girls and doing those things. Those were good years. So, man, that's a hard question, because you kind of looking back. You have them now, but I would tell any brother now, kind of wait until your money right. Now, if your money right and you're 24, 25, whatever, then okay. Just not in the United States, because the United States gonna get you, man. It depends on the chick though, man. Look, because I do know 2 dudes, man. I gotta keep it a buck, who have kids and it didn't work out, and the woman not fleecing them. But I see more women will fleece you than not. So you got to be careful. Like I'm answering Rico's question. He said, is it really the system or the women we choose? I think it's both, really. You know what I'm saying? We do choose people, and people can change. I know I've changed a lot. People change a lot. And sometimes you grow apart. You could be with somebody, man, and somebody usually in America outgrow the other one, especially when y'all was together when young. Y'all get different interests. Man, next thing you know, man, you're gonna have to pay the piper. So we do have an obligation to pick good people. That's why YouTube and stuff is so important right now, to guide young brothers to say, hey, man, I wouldn't do that if I was you. You know what I'm saying? We need people to do that, man. We need our uncles and people online, different age groups, to have these kind of conversations. You don't know who's watching this right now. Sin got an audience. We all got audiences, and they watch this, and we can help somebody, man. So that's my take on that.
Go ahead, Edwin.
Well, I agree. I mean, if I had to do it over again, I love my girls, but I probably wouldn't have no babies in the U.S. Even though I didn't have the problem a lot of the guys have. I never had that. Had great mothers and with all of my girls, and didn't have no issue like that. So, but if I had to do it again, as far as the costs, if you look at the money you spend, that's like for 4 girls, that's somebody's salary, 4 people's salary for over 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's a long time. And if you got girls, they don't grow up. They always need their daddy, right?
Boy.
Always. I have a flat tire. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Where you at? I gotta come. If they ain't got no boyfriend, they calling you. You the boyfriend until they marry somebody. So, but if you out here, I know I have a lot more friends out here that are really close than family. I can send them a text message. If they can't do it, they're gonna send somebody else that didn't know that they can trust to help me. Just like, I have an issue with my chest, having chest pains. I'm telling you, having damn heart attack. You know what I'm saying? So I'm texting people and like, call this person, call this person. One of my friends, she's like, you know what? I'm coming. She came and take me to the clinic and check me out, and I'm okay. But I was a little worried there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm making all this money. I talk for me to enjoy it. They're gonna kick me out. I'm not ready to go, but hey, it is what it is, guys. But yes, that's my answer for that.
What do you think, Sin?
Which part?
Just about in general. You can just go off of whatever.
As far as the whole having a kid or whatever?
Yeah.
Waiting to have a kid or not?
Waiting to have a kid or not.
Oh,
Or will you have children? I don't know if you have any kids yet.
Yeah, I have a daughter. Yeah, I have a daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to have your children here in America or overseas?
I don't know. Like I said, it depends. Once again, I think it depends on the person. I mean, my family is not from this country. I'm not sure if everyone is aware of that. So it just all depends. I mean, my family is from Congo, so I'm Congolese. They did everything they could and they worked their asses off to get over here, to give me an opportunity, as many opportunities as necessary for me to be able to be successful. Because my family, my father is actually from the same village as the Kimbe Mutombo. We're actually the same.
R.I.P. to that brother.
Rest in peace.
Right.
Rest in peace.
Same tribe. We're both Lubas. He's from Buji.
Wow.
He's from Buji. That's where they're from the same village. That's where my family is from.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know anything about Congo, but it makes Colombia and DR look like the USA. So for me, I would say it depends on the person. I would say here, because having parents that came from nothing, like literally nothing, from a village, you know what I mean? And understanding the opportunities that we have and a lot of leverage that we have that I think we somewhat take for granted. And so with that, I would say to use, leverage the United States in the best of your ability, then maybe go off and then do whatever you want to do. But I don't think we understand the opportunities that we have in this country.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that we want to move out, but they want to move in.
Facts.
Yeah, that is facts.
So
that's that gringo privilege, man. We got so much stuff. We don't even realize it,
Yeah. Just to double back off from what Sin said, because I absolutely agree. Like a lot of people, I spoke to someone the other day. I was like, "Would you allow your kids to go to America?" He was like, "Yeah, but I'd rather them do everything there." And I said, "That's where I agree with you. I disagree with you, because like Sin said, he got family over there. I got family in Haiti and the Dominican Republic who would kill for my spot, would kill for my passport. That's the truth. So you go, you make your money here, and then you send it back. That's what we all do. My grandma sent money back. My dad sends money back. I send money back to help out family over there to create businesses. So for anyone who wants to have children overseas, I would say you kind of gotta have like a pipeline. So what my uncle does when the children become like 12 to 14, he brings them over here. They do middle school, high school, and then college here. So that's just, you got to have a pipeline for it, because you can send them to college over there. That doesn't mean nothing. That island is small. You can't really make much money there unless you have your own business, properties, and stuff like that. So I would say you got to have a pipeline, bring them here at a certain age, then send them to high school and college. But go ahead, Sergeant.
I was gonna say that I heard a quote the other day that said, women sleep with who they want, men sleep with who they can.
Mm.
So I say that to say this is we have to start making better choices when it comes to the mothers of our children as men. We definitely, not saying all of them are bad. I haven't had a lot of bad experiences, but we have to start making better choices with who we procreate with, because, that's going to have a lot to do with how your child is going to, what type of person they're going to become when they get older. So we have to do it. I think we have to do a better job than that. And also, I agree with a lot of what you guys are saying, in a sense that it's about your choices. Like when you're ready to procreate, just make a better choice. Don't base it on just all physical aspects, because that's gonna go away. That woman's gonna get older and she's not gonna look that good. So if you're basing it on that, or what her mama looked like, what your daughter gonna look like, oh, she gonna have good hair. Black people, man, y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, she gonna look like Ronan. You know what I'm saying? She gonna, she with the good hair. Becky with the good hair.
Hey man, look, I use what I got, big dog.
So
you use what you got. Look,
right, you got,
look. Sarge is 6'9", so he used what he got. Everybody use what he got.
So, and he's telling the truth. Like, I know I've had a woman tell me, I want a baby by you because you're over 6'2".
Yeah,
and you're thin, and you play basketball, and you're athletic, and I've had a woman tell me to my face, like, that's the only reason I want a baby. I could have been an idiot, but she just said, it looks like you produce basketball players. Like, that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? And all my kids are tall. My daughters are 5'8", 5'9". My son is 6'5". My youngest daughter is 5'10", and all thin. So, like I said, women choose. And I didn't realize that till when I got older, that I was being chose. I thought they liked me. They was like, nah, bro, I want Lisa Leslie.
They trying to make another Shaq.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, once I realized that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get fixed. So that way you can't make that choice no more.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's real.
All right, so I got a question for Ronan and Edwin, because they're the only one who has children overseas and children in America. What is like the biggest difference for you two?
The money. The money. Man, I paid so much in the States. Man, so my daughters went to private school, man, and look, even when I didn't have it no more, I lost the business, man. The judge was like, hey, man, these girls used to this. I had to get 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like those, man, I paid. Now, looking back at it now, man, my daughters are highly educated. They're doing very well, successful. So I understand it, but man, now my kid in the DR, Alexander, love him to death. I don't have to pay that much. I don't have to. Everything is good. I'm boppy. Everything is good. And the thing is, man, she want another one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I'm getting older. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's just money, man. It's just the price of everything. Having a kid overseas was way different than having a kid in the United States, man. It's just a lot of it is the government, man. The government, like I agree with Sin with this. We do take a lot of things for granted, but a lot of us don't know. I didn't realize how good we have it till I went to Mexico. I went to Mexico and I saw like crap going through a drain, like human stuff going through a drain. And I saw that the kids didn't even have any shoes when I was in Mexico. When I saw that, I'm like, it changed my whole perspective leaving out of the country. I'm like, man, I got it really good. Even my bad is good. Even in the projects is good because you had air conditioning, you had this, you had that. A lot of stuff that people don't have. So I agree with them on that. But that's the difference to me. It was the financial obligation and also the government forcing you to do certain things. It just wasn't fair. Look, I believe if you lay with somebody, you get them pregnant, you take care of your child. Okay. But there's a difference in taking care of your child and taking care of the mom, the grandma, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? That was my problem. I'm fair. Look, man, you get a woman pregnant in your states, wherever you at, take care of your responsibility. That's your responsibility. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Remember, like, what that is in Chris Rock said. Chris Rock had a stand-up dude say, I take care of my kids. That's what you're supposed to do, take care of your kids. So I agree with that, man. Always take care of your kids. But in the United States, man, they will get you. We see this with a lot of celebrities. they're getting people in. I think Marlon Wayne just had to pay $18,000 a month.
Tyrese getting towed out the frame.
Yeah, you see that brother crying. He don't even want to do no
Right.
Fast and Furious. Brother say, I'm gonna do some slow and furious.
Yeah, he put his
Yeah, man. So that's my thing with it, man. Just the financial obligation.
Okay. How about you, Edwin?
I mean, I'll say, well, my older daughters, my two other kids, their mothers are African, right? So I'm African, and I was born in Liberia, but now I have a kid in Colombia. It's completely different. So my kids all grew up in the U.S., but like now, everybody out of school except for my middle, well, I said middle, but she's 19, 18 in college. And I just had to pay her first semester tuition, 12K, right? 12K I had to pay. So I either had to pay this or she get out of school. Her mom's supposed to pay half of that. And she's like, I don't have the money. You know, I don't work. My husband said next month, and he gonna help me pay the second semester. I'm like, okay, whatever. Send me something in writing. I paid it anyway. But my baby here, I mean, I can spend $300 a month, right? And that's for a maid that will take care of her, a nanny that going to take care of her from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 6 days a week, and cook and do everything else in the house. So it's a big difference, man. And like I tell her mom, I was like, I don't care what she do here, but she have to go to university in the U.S. because if she want to be a doctor or anything else, and if she ever decide, well, I want to go live in America, that doesn't translate, doesn't transfer over to the U.S. So that's the only thing, But any other career that is not medical or stuff like that, I mean, most of the stuff transfers, so that would be fine. But other than that, I mean, I love it here. That's why I'm moving here full time next year. Setting everything down in the U.S. If you want to buy some property from it, let me know. I got a couple of them.
I got you, man.
I think so. So, Sin, they already have children both in America and overseas. You have a child in America. Would you have a child overseas? You're muted. Sin.
Would I have a child overseas? Maybe, but I would want them to be able to take advantage of the opportunities we have here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I could raise them there, but at some point I would want them to get schooling here. And then if they want to stay, they can stay. If they want to move on, they can do that as well. But I definitely want them to be schooled here.
Okay.
I think they'll have the best opportunity universally.
Okay. So yeah, I agree with Sin as well. I don't mind like them again starting their starter years off over there, so like elementary school. But again, I would be paying for the top school over there where they kind of be taught English, taught the American system of the way we do things, and then ship them back to America and they can do their late teenagers and college there. Because that's the biggest thing. Because again, they don't like Edwin said, they won't have the same opportunity to make what we make over here to make it over there. It's not going to happen. So you do have to have a plan. Like, cool, your child for the first 6 years, $300-$400 a month. That's it. But you got to have enough saved up when they turn 12 or 13 is now you can bring them to America, put them in private schools or put them wherever schools here because you want them to succeed here as well. Kind of like Sin said. And I have a cousin. He grew up in DR, right? So when he came 13 or 14, my uncle brought him here. And my uncle has 10 kids. He has 4 in America and he has 6 over there. He said the ones he brought here, they're all in law school, medical school, engineering. The ones he had here, they only want to become basketball or football players. So he was like, it was the mindset difference that he saw from the kids. And that was something I was like, yeah, how do you avoid that? So Ronan, I know you had children here and you had children over there. How could you, because you have a son or you have a daughter, you have a son in DR.
I got a son, man, and that's the only one I got. I had
all
girls. So look, man, I'm gonna make sure Alexander gonna be Alexander the Great. Make sure he got every opportunity he have. Right now, man, I got my papers good. Man, he gonna have every opportunity. If he fumble it, then look, I had to do everything the hard way. Even though my dad had it, my dad had a lot. My dad just passed away, and look, in the end, he did leave me like 3 more properties. But my dad made me work so hard for everything, man. He made me grind. My dad was like man, he just was the kind of guy, he ain't gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to go get it out the mud. So look, I'm gonna give you a small little story. You know, brother always got story time. I told my dad I wanted some Jordans, man. This is the late 89 or 90 or whatever, J's out. My dad was getting his truck and leave. I'm thinking this cat going to give me some J's. He come back with a lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? I start crying. I'm like, what? I'm thinking he got me some elephants or whatever. And look, my dad gave me the lawnmower. He said, look, man, you owe me $160. See all these yards over here? Cut all the yards, you can buy all the Jordans you want. And that was a life lesson, dad to his son. And I haven't stopped since then. So I'm gonna treat my kid the same way, like that, you know. And you know, when you got daughters, we're a little softer on them, but I still try to instill, put that in them, the same kind of lessons that I've learned about that kind of thing. So I'm with y'all that having that avenue to the United States is a wonderful thing. That's the part of the passport privilege, that we can live in two different places. We can do those things. A lot of people can't. Like right now, I live like in 3 different places. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for a place up North Dominican Republic. I'm about to close on one in Piantini. Got a condo here, got a house. So we can do whatever we want because I took advantage of the opportunity that we have. So you darn right, I'm gonna make my son do the same thing that I'm doing. I'm gonna make sure that, hey man, like you and what y'all just said made a lot of sense. You can do your young life over here, but hey man, you going over here and get your education, and I'm gonna teach you my education too that I learned, and plus your schooling. Hey man, you can't be stopped. So I don't know which one of us. We all linked in right now, man. I don't know who the brothers membership
Those are for you.
is.
Yeah, you got some new members.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the brothers joining the membership. That's very important. So I'm with y'all, brothers, man. We actually agreeing on most things. You know, we got little differences, but man, we agreeing, man, on a lot of it. And both, look, here's the key thing. Both of y'all come from families outside of the United States. Y'all saying the same thing. Well, look, even well, we got 2 Africans. All we needed right now was Kobe. We had 3 Africans. No, one thing I'm gonna give y'all brothers from Africa, man. My daughter is engaged to a guy from Nigeria. He's a professor at LSU. Same thing. His focus is like this. You know, he came to me. He asked for my daughter's hand. They had a whole different culture. He planned out everything. He had the paperwork. Look, he come to me showing me paperwork. Yes. You know, my brother, when we have kids, he's showing me everything. So one thing people be on Africans, man. Africans are not like you think. These cats are handling their business, man. So salute to any foreigner who's trying to come up, man. Salute to the brotherhood. That's what it's about, man. I'm with it, you know.
Edwin,
What was the question again?
so
Sorry.
just no, it's all right. It's all right. So kind of like what I know you have your youngest daughter, well, not the second before last daughter in college right now, and
Right.
you have your youngest one growing up in Colombia. So what is kind of like your pathway, or how are you going to do it? You kind of said it a little bit before, but if you can just expound on that.
I mean, she got her U.S. passport. She's been to the U.S. 3 times already. You know, I'm trying to take her back with me now, but her mom say I'd be gone for too long, so she don't want her to be gone that long. Like, I mean, she with her dad, she's having fun, she's good. But the thing is, like I said, to get her, probably school her here up until high school, when she's finished high school, and then go to the U.S. and do college there. And now the good thing is we have online universities, so and the kids out here get out of school early compared to the kids in the U.S. So she can even do university online while she's here in the U.S. So she don't physically have to be there for a certain period of time, because she got all her passports or information, just transfer everything over there online, and she can do that from here. So physically, she don't really have to be there, and I have more control over her because compared to my other kid that grew up with her mom, the last one that she grew up with her mom, so most of that pushing her to whatever university she wanted her to go to, even though they couldn't afford it. But with this one, I can say, hey, what you're going to study, this is what you want to study, this is where you need to be. Because I have a lot of doctors, lawyers in my family, right? You know, growing up as an African, especially in my family, you're either going to be a doctor, You're gonna be an engineer. You're gonna be a lawyer.
Yep.
I mean, you're gonna be one of those, right? My mom wanted me to be a doctor. I ended up being an engineer, but that was it. That was the least thing on the totem pole.
The three.
But
Yeah.
that was comfortable for me. I didn't like seeing blood and all that stuff, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, that's the pathway for her, and I'm leaving a legacy right now, right? So, and like I teach my other girls to do what I do, investing and all that stuff, so they don't really have to depend on a job. And for her, because I've been doing this 5 years, so for her, if by the time she gets to teenage years, she's gonna be eating this stuff up because she's gonna be spending more time with me because I'm in Colombia, and she gonna learn more than her other siblings. So by the time she get to be a teenager, I mean, she probably gonna be if not close to a millionaire by that time, before she even start working a regular job. So she probably not gonna need to work a regular job just to get a career to understand how things is and stuff like that. To compare to her siblings.
Got you. Sin and again, I know you have a child here in America. What kind of, if you had to give a suggestion to somebody who's overseas, what kind of would be the pathway from like, all right, hey, Sin, I want to have a kid in Colombia. What do you think I should do? When do you think I should bring them over? Just kind of what you think they should do.
You asking me?
Yeah.
Man,
I know you're gonna say it depends on the person, but like if you had to do it in your mind, like, all right, I had a kid, I got a kid in Colombia on the way. How am I gonna plan this out? Like, what am I gonna do?
I mean, elementary, maybe middle school tops, and I would say probably high school, college, most definitely here. And then you make a decision on what you want to do.
Okay. Go ahead, Sarge. How about you? I know you shooting blanks though.
Well, yeah, I'm shooting blanks, man. My son's actually a dual citizen. He was born in Germany, but his mother's not German. But
man, that's a flex there, all in itself.
yeah. He dual citizen and don't. Y'all got to talk about them daughters. I have 3 and a granddaughter, so it was just like body blows. Like, I know what these brothers going through. I would say this, man. Like, the most important thing with everything we're talking about is how important a father's role is in any child's life. You look at the stats, 80% of prisoners come from single mother homes. Not saying they haven't raised a LeBron James and single mothers haven't done it, but the stats are the stats, right? So that's the most important thing. If your child's overseas or if your child's in the States it just makes it so much harder for you to financially support your child. I don't have any child overseas, but here, talking to the brothers, financially it's less of a strain. And we all know one thing that separates people is money, right? So there was a point when I was in my early 30s, I was paying like 15, I think close to $2,000 a month in child support, right? But I was a single father at the same time, so I was paying child support for a child that was living in my house while her mother was overseas in Korea, and I used to have to ask her to send my child support money back. So she was breaking even. Like, she wasn't paying nothing financially for my daughter because she was sending my child support money back to me while I take care of her 2 years while she was overseas. So it's things like that it's just mind blowing. I'm paying, like I've said on the live before, I'm paying child support for a child I adopted.
Wow.
Right. And she divorced me. And I got hit, and the judge said, well, this is what you could make. Even though I was retired at the time, I wasn't working. They said, well, you're intelligent. You did 20 years in the military. This is what you could make. So this is what your child support, which ended up being more than I ever paid child support for any of my biological children. Right. So
I remember you talking about that.
Right. When we talk about the system, that's what we're talking about. When we talk about having children overseas, those are the things that you can avoid. We're not saying you can't find a good woman in the States and have a amazing relationship with her and your child if you're together, blah, blah. We're just saying the system in the States is not designed for you to succeed. Along with, I'll tell all the brothers this, they draw interest on your child support. So when you finally finish paying child support, look at that printout and look how much money you paid in interest. Now, I'm sure the brothers will agree on here. Why the hell am I paying interest to pay child support for my child? Make that make sense to me, that the government is taking interest off of me taking care of my child, right? So it's things like that you will. I'm understanding that you'll avoid right? And that's
Yeah.
pretty substantial. Like I think I ended up paying like $16,000 in interest for my daughter, for my twins.
Wow.
That's
Right now, my girls were blessed because they went to college for free because I'm 100% disabled veterans. You know,
Yeah.
there's veterans out there holler at me because all
Yeah.
my
Shout
kids,
out to the veterans.
right? They all went to school for free, no student debt, no nothing. But the interest on my child support would have paid for a couple semesters of school. So that's the stuff we're talking about trying to avoid, I think, as
Yeah.
a panel when it comes to having a child in the States versus overseas.
Gotcha. I just
Well,
want to
look, let me say this too. This is
Go ahead,
something, man. Shout out to Mr. Flip Flop also. This is something we're not really talking about too, because it all depends. Can you afford to live overseas too? Now, if you're not going overseas, but this was one thing that we missed. If you're not going overseas, but once or twice a year, why you want to have kids? Don't even do that to the kid. Kid don't see you. But if you're going, like if you can live in both places or you live in one place, that's a whole different situation. But if you're not going overseas but once or twice a year, why in the hell are you making babies overseas? You know what I'm saying? That's not the move. So I would tell dudes, man, especially do whatever you want, but I'm telling you, man, be careful. You don't
Strap
want to bring your
up,
child in the world
bro.
that you can't kick it with.
Strap up, man.
Strap up, man. Strap up.
It's
A
cheaper.
$5 condom is not worth 18 years of child support, brothers. I'll tell
You
y'all
know
that.
that. It's
Where you
cheaper
where
than
you, where you gonna get a $5 condom from? I don't even use a $5 condom because you might have a baby anyway.
Look, man, I got a story time. And see, now you can get messed up with these chicks overseas too. I got a whole story time with a woman took a condom from me, and like I just threw it on the floor. I'm like half asleep. She grabbed it and run into the bathroom, and
Oh,
like that's my best video. It got like almost 200,000 views or whatever. And I'm gonna tell you, she take it and she says she flushed it. I'm like, hey, what are you doing, Cassie? You know, yeah, you doing? She said, oh, I put it in the toilet and flush it. Months later, oh, Poppy, my stomach hurt. Might have to take a DNA test. Let me tell you, this is the great thing about the DNA test. Like, look, her mom had called me, and this is Santo Domingo, and the mom was like, hey, you know, she had the baby. You need to come see it. And the girl I was with was like, you know, Ron, please, you need to go see your baby. I'm like, wait. I don't know what this is.
team
I get to the
effort.
hospital. I look at the baby. Ninja look like me. I hold him. I'm like, look. I hold the baby up. I hear the Sarge. I hear the Roots theme song. Doo, doo, doo. I'm hearing the Roots theme music, and I'm like, ah. So I'm like, DNA test. Her whole family was there. I'm like, DNA test. We took a DNA test. It took a minute before I got the results. The chick and the baby come back to the place with me. They staying with me. And I'm looking at the baby like, damn, this is my kid. I'm looking at him, man. The dude look just alike. And boy, I get the call like, this is not your child. I was like Jared Spring.
Like Jerry Spring.
You gotta get the hell out.
But I did a story time. So these chicks overseas, we got to put that out there. You still can get caught in
Still get caught up.
foolishness.
Yes.
DNA tests and women like dudes being there going ham. The little, you know, your condom break. So these are the other sides that we ain't really talking about. Strap up.
Strap up, bro.
That's something happened to me in DR though. That happened to me in DR. I had
them
a
DR
girl
chicks
that
get you like
had
that.
a baby by me, and when I decided to bring the baby to the U.S., when I did that DNA test, she wasn't mine, but I've been taking care of her for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's facts right there. But now, man, I throw my own crush away. I go to the bathroom, flush that my damn self. I got it, baby. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah. Look, that's something on this video. Throw your own condom away.
For sure. And don't use the $5 one like Sorry said, okay? Go buy some Magnums or some real stuff.
Look, I'm trying. Look, go on Amazon and get a discount price, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You ain't got. It ain't no goat skin condoms. I ain't talking about the goat skin, okay?
That's terrible.
That's funny, man.
Devontae, you actually have a child, right?
Yeah, I have a son.
What do you think about this? Would you rather have your child here in America or overseas?
Overseas, I mean, that's the obvious answer. You know, the laws, you know, the structure. I think, you know, Yeah, having a child in the States is tough, you know, especially if things go left with the mother. They have, you know, most of the time they have more to leverage. I mean, there's some rare cases where they don't, you know, just kind of depending on the woman you choose to have a kid with, can kind of make or break, you know, your you know, the situation. So
Yeah. And Kobe, I know Kobe doesn't have any children yet, but Kobe, would you rather have your child in America or overseas?
No, I mean I agree with pretty much what everybody was saying earlier. Um, Having a child overseas and then wait until they get to a certain point. Maybe wait till after elementary school. So let's say they're about 10 years old before they hit middle school and bring them over to the US, and just set them up, you know, so they can have both, have citizenship in both places. So it's just convenient, you know. I mean, that's kind of what I had actually, but I moved when I was like first grade, so I was much younger, but I kind of have a similar situation. Yeah.
Got you. And guys, and a question is, hold on, someone just put something up. I am a U.S. citizen, and I passed that on to my daughter, who I had in Panama. I decided to have kids overseas due to education, because the education here is the best in a private bilingual school. Okay, she's in Panama.
Interesting.
Okay.
I got a cousin in Panama, and they just had kids over there too. Yeah, the educational system is very well. Again, there's top tier high schools down there as well. They're very expensive though. You may be paying $5,000 a year, $6,000-7,000 a year for the private schools, and they will come over here to America and beat out the American kids with the
But
SAT
that's still
and ACT
cheaper than the
scores.
states,
that.
man. That's
Yeah.
still cheaper at a public school than the states.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good.
$5,000 a year. $5,000 a year overseas is a fraction of what over a series of a year you pay for your children in the United
Right, that's
States
nothing.
to go to school.
Yeah,
and they're
$5,000 a
bilingual.
year. That's you know.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I mean,
not-
what's the private school over here? It's probably like
nothing.
Eight
Oh
thousand.
man, it's
$8,000 a
$30,000
semester,
easy.
dog.
yeah, exactly.
That's cheap.
But top
Yeah.
one.
so you paying like 400, basically 400 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got neighbors that paying like $2,000 a month for their kids to go to private school
In Colombia?
in the U.S.
Oh,
Yeah,
US too, man. Yeah.
Like 24,000 a year or something like that.
It's about $2,000 a month average. Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, yeah, it's about 20. Depending on what state you're in, Louisiana
a good
was
private
a
school
little
in the
lower. I
U.S.
think
Yeah, they're gonna hit you up.
21,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's not cheap, bro.
Overseas it is.
yeah.
But I would prefer my kids to get
That's
all
a
the
salary.
education up until college, before college, and then after they finish high school,
Yeah.
go to the U.S. Because I
Yeah.
got when I came to the U.S., right, and the stuff that I had to go back to 2 years of high school because I already finished high school when I came to the U.S. But I couldn't get into college because I didn't have no papers. I didn't have no transfer. We left during the war,
Yeah.
so I couldn't transfer any documents. So I had to go back to high school for 2 years. And back then, I mean, I was doing college algebras and trigonometry and all that stuff in high school that I've done in Africa before. When I was in the 9th grade, I was doing that in 12th, 11th, and 12th grade.
Wow.
And it was a breeze. I went to high school. I think I got bad grades because I didn't care. It was like just to get out to get to college. That was the whole plan. It wasn't like, and then when I got to college, it was all A's and B's because that was more important then. But stuff was pretty easy.
Mhm.
Education. I mean, if you go to a good private school in where I come from, Liberia, I mean, it's not expensive, but still, you get real good education compared to the public schools.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. Me and Kobe, one of Kobe's friends, Apollo, he was actually a teacher. So I'm like, he actually taught in Colombia. He actually teaches, and I think he's in Thailand or the Philippines. I should have reached out to him and asked him too, because he would have been a perfect person for this.
Actually, want me to send him the link?
Yeah, send him a message because he actually teaches. He actually taught in Colombia.
Yeah,
he actually taught
he's
in
a
Dominican Republic.
Principal. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a principal. So he was actually talking to us about like the education system and things over there. If he can get on, that'd be great.
What? It's another African brother.
Nah, he's from South Chicago. He's from Chicago.
Why you sound like you
African brother on the call right now.
No.
Why you act like
When y'all brothers say,
Hey,
I know we
look.
got the African connect. I love that. See, this is what we need. This is the real brotherhood.
And
Look,
I'm
everybody
also
right
Christian.
now.
You got married the son today, guys. Okay.
All diaspora.
Think about how good this is. Right now on Twitter, everybody's fussing with each other. Brothers did that. Like right here, we together. See, this is a good thing.
Hey,
man.
Rob, what they say where you from? They ain't do you nothing. They ain't do you nothing.
They ain't do you nothing.
Oh, they ain't do you nothing.
Yeah, man, it's all good. It's all good. I love it. I love all us together. Shout out, Rob. Well, we had a good time last night. I'm talking that crazy.
Yeah, we was wilding out.
They was cutting up. They was cutting up last night.
Yo, yeah, I watched that stream, man. That was interesting.
Yeah, we was cutting up.
Yeah.
But this is what this is. This is the brotherhood. Why we not in like this? The barbershop. We all supposed to be like that. I wish all the brothers got along like we get along, man. Too many people in the travel space fuss with each other. I saw it happen in the Red Pill, and them dudes started attacking each other. The whole bought down everything. I don't want that to happen with us, man. I want us to build together. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. I think we should be building together.
What's up, Miguel?
Yeah, shout out Miguel. Shout out to the brother Miguel.
What's up, fella?
Yeah,
that was the thing for me as well, and that's why I just reached out to everybody. I know Sin. I reached out to Sin. I was like, "Hey, Sin, you can come on." He's like, "Yeah, I got you. No problem. I'm gonna pull up."
That's a real brother, man. Because some people,
yeah, for real. No,
real people. Send a big YouTuber. He like, "Hey, man, I ain't got no time to go down there, big dog."
You got them subscribers, bro.
Yeah, man.
The big man on campus over here.
Yeah.
Like, man, I ain't going down there.
I don't know if you're trying to say something.
No, I wasn't saying that.
Okay.
Laughing. No, I'm just like everybody else. I'm just numbers.
Yeah.
My plan was to go to Hollywood Beach today, and you messed that up, but I'm glad to be here with you guys.
You're in Cartagena right now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here for another 2
tomorrow. Don't worry.
Yeah. They ain't going nowhere. They waiting for you
there every day.
Real quick, Edwin actually has an Airbnb in Cartagena, so if anyone needs a spot, I think it's guest friendly and everything like that. Edwin, message Edwin through YouTube or through Instagram or through his email, and he can send you the link. So support the brother when you guys are there. I think he got a 2-bedroom. He got a nice spot over there.
Okay,
I got 2-bedroom with 4 beds. So if you freaky like that and you can do stuff in the
He went straight to the BS.
He jumped right in.
He went right to the BS.
Yeah, he like, if you got some KY jelly, just come over here. We got you.
Oh boy, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm actually standing.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
It's all bad. Freak offs.
But I think Kobe, you and what's the name should be coming down here, right?
Yeah.
You and my boys will be coming down here next month. This month.
No, this month. October.
Yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah, in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
You guys gonna be in my spot, I think. Y'all gonna be in my spot.
Yeah. We'll be there for a week.
Yeah, I got this whole area locked down, bro. I got all the people out here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I like to see that, man. You and on Jay and our brothers doing the thing like that, man. That's good. That's what I like to see, man.
I know I'm going to Sosua. I'm doing Halloween in Sosua, then Halloween again in Cartagena. So from DR, I'm going straight to Colombia. Then I'm gonna go be in Colombia the rest of that week.
Yeah, you need to holler at me, Cam, because
I might have to stay out here. Shit.
I got something for you.
I found a spot, man. I just booked one, man. I was like, man.
Nah, I'm talking about the other stuff that's going on.
Oh,
like we got that Big Sam.
Holler at the nephew. Like,
yeah, we'll take
you come to DR with Big Sam. Like, holler at me, man. We got a look. Sorry, like, we got a carton of Big Sam.
Right. Like
you got Big Sam in the DR, man. That's better than money.
Yeah.
Big Sam, man. Big in the
we
DR.
Know you got somewhere to stay, bro. That ain't what we talk about. We just
he got that $5 condom for you.
I got you. I'll be there. I should be there on the 18th or 19th.
You'll be down the 18th.
I'll be back in Sosua the 18th and 19th, man. So I'm gonna be there for Halloween too. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's I don't know. Sin, are you coming? I don't think so. I don't
to
know.
Where?
I don't know. You going to DR Colombia? Where are you going this month, or are you not going anywhere at all?
For
what's your next spot? Yeah.
I might dip out somewhere. We'll see.
Okay.
I ain't for sure yet.
Jen, have you ever been to Thailand? You been to Thailand?
Yeah.
I've been to Thailand. I definitely won't be in the suit though. Hell no.
What you think about Thailand, man? What you like? You think it's a good place for us? Or what?
Once again, I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna tell you something different. I don't think there is a wrong answer. You know, I look at everything from all sides. But for me, it wasn't for me. But you know, different. You know, you have people that love it. You got some people that love Brazil. You got some people that love Colombia. You got some people that love DR. You got some people that love, you know, Nairobi and Kenya. You know, et cetera, et cetera. So for me, it wasn't really my stilo. It was like more of an acquired taste for me per se. It was cool.
Like, hey, I don't like no flat butts, man. I'm gonna tell you right now.
It was cool. It was cool, but it just wasn't. I don't know. To me, it was overrated. The prices was great as far as it being a low price. The food was great. A lot of different activities, a lot of things for you to do, et cetera, et cetera. But it was a bit overrated for me. You know, I'm more of I like Colombia, I like Brazil, of course, Africa. That's more like my speed.
What would be your spot for you to like? If you had to choose a spot to stay at, have an apartment, and live at as well, what would that be?
Cape Town.
Wow, Cape Town, Africa? Okay.
Yeah. Probably Cape Town.
Cape Town?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. How about you, Ron?
You said why?
Probably DR.
Yeah. I mean, I heard good things about it.
Because it's like Rio in Africa. Basically. I mean, it has the infrastructure, it has the beaches, it's got the women. I mean, it's very progressive. I mean, what else do I need to? Yeah, I'm from the Midwest, so I'm from where it's cold 9-10 months out of the year. It's only warm, you know, June, July, August. It's like 40 degrees outside right now already. So I like beach towns. I like places that's warm. So yeah, for all of those reasons, I would say there. If I was to go somewhere, that's what I would go.
Okay, that's what's up.
Never even thought about it. I used to date a girl in college. She was from Malawi. That was like about the closest I got.
Yo, but like Cape Verde in them places, that's where I want to go. Cape Verde. I want to invade Cape Verde.
Have you been there since?
No, I haven't been to Cape Verde. Nope. Okay. I haven't been to Cape Verde. Nope.
Yeah, that's a place I definitely want to go. I think I'm gonna go real soon, man. I'm trying to settle my case, and boy, y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
We got options. I mean, I don't think there's a wrong answer though. There is no wrong answer. It frustrates me when I hear people say, "Well, why don't you like this place? How can you not like it? Is this? Is that? Is that? Is this?" Everybody's not going to like everything, and you know what I mean. So.
All right. Ra. I didn't get to ask Ra this question yet. Ra, do you have any children?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you had to have children in DR, would that be something you'd be interested in, or are you just done right now?
I mean, I want more kids just right now, and I'm chilling.
You too old for kids, Ross. Stop playing.
Man, listen, longer is still better. And I'm still down. Yeah, man, I'm just not trying to be like some of these people out here, man. They like, and because I was watching y'all early, but I was taking care of a bunch of stuff at the time. But like, I ain't trying to do like how Sarge was saying, like, you know, just because you look good and let me impregnate you and all. I'm not. Like, I'm not with none of that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care how good my child eyes gonna be, the hair texture. I'm cool because you could be a headache.
He cool on that.
I got pretty kids, but I got a headache mother. Like, no, I ain't got time for all that. So yeah, so that's what I say. I mean, listen, it is what it is. Whatever happened. But I'm not gonna rule it out. But that ain't really that ain't on the top of my list right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, Rod, you ready to change some diapers at this age? You want to change some diapers?
Listen,
be real.
Listen, man. Hey, listen, you old as you feel.
Okay.
My birthday. Listen, my birthday coming up in like less than 2 weeks. Well, a week from this Saturday. So you know, I'm getting up there. I ain't gonna lie, but hey,
like you like getting up. You like getting up at 2 in the morning at 40-something years old.
Listen. I'm trying to make money right, so let the nanny take care of that.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm trying to be like Ronan. Like I mean, like
man, look, my mother-in-law do all that. Look, I be like, suegra. Look, I be like the suegra. Come on.
Exactly.
That means mother-in-law for the brothers that don't speak Spanish. Look,
Yeah,
handle your business. Handle your business.
Yeah,
Man,
It was an
6 months
accident
is
with me.
hard.
Look, real talk. It was an accident, man. I was not trying to do that, and I just slid in there that morning, pow, and it was like I was not trying that, and it just next thing you know, like, Poppy, I don't have no period, huh? I forgot all about it. Like, goddamn werewolf them struck again. It wasn't me. Right now, me regular, I'm like, oh, nah, I don't want no more kids or none of that. But it just happened, and it's all good.
Let's answer some of these super chats real quick. So, shout out to Solomon, the Godson. Shout out to the brothers on the panel. Marvy RYX became a member of the Ronin. Solomon, the Godson, became a member of the Ronin. $10 super chat. Shout out to the brothers. No Uncle Rico tonight. Uncle Rico,
Rico
cool,
was
man.
in
He
the
just had some
comments. He was there.
disagreements, yo. He was here.
Hey, Rico in the building.
Yeah, Rico's here. I'm going to Cali for the first time in 2 weeks. Any tips on getting around there? What neighborhoods are safe? I've been to Cali before. Anyone else been to Cali? Colombia? Anyone else? No. Sen, you been to Cali, Colombia?
No, I haven't been to Cali.
Am I the only one? Yeah, I've been to
Look,
Cali.
that's where your boy from, huh? The Andre guy. That's where Andre from, huh? I mean, that's where he's living in, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think Andre's living in Cali. Yeah, I've been to Cali twice. I hate Cali. Not my favorite place.
Why?
I don't like it. The area, it was, some places were very fast, some places were very slow, and I just didn't have as many things to do. Like when I'm in Cartagena, I feel like I have more, or maybe because I'm just used to living on a beach.
Yeah,
something just walking, riding my bike just down there. But Cali was just, people say, hey, it's because you didn't go with the right people. You got to go here. So I'm going to go back again in a few months with a local who actually used to live in Cali. We're going to go out there and spend some time together, and she's going to show me around. So that's
what Rob was talking about last night. He went to Boca Chica with the wrong people. You got to make sure that you travel with the right people, and that, things are better.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I've been, because remember, I solo travel mainly. So I went out there. Out of all the places I solo traveled to, Cali was my least favorite.
All right, so let me ask you this: you think it's still safe for brothers to travel solo, or should we link up with other brothers?
It depends on the person. If it's your first time, bring somebody with you. But I've been traveling by myself for the past 4 years, so nothing really.
It depends on the country too. Like, right now, man, I'm seeing all kind of stuff happening in Medellin. We need to do a stream by the stuff going on in Medellin, man. Maybe we all jump on it. Any brothers want to jump on? Jay Miguel, not Miguel, a good person for that.
Miguel, yes, the best person.
A lot of stuff happening over there right now, man. So, to you, Cam, which country you think is safer to travel by yourself in Latin America?
Latin America?
Yeah, just like the Caribbean, Latin America.
Okay.
I put them all together,
Yeah, Santo Domingo. I don't think nothing bad will ever happen to anyone. Santo Domingo, Punta Cana. If it's your first time, I think Punta Cana would be a good place to go. Or Santo Domingo. I felt safe in Cartagena and Medellin. Again, a lot of people are getting drugged in Medellin, so that's something you got to be careful. So I'll probably say go to Cartagena, but probably the safest I felt out of all the places I've been to had to be Peru. When I was in Lima, Peru, and in Chile, Santiago. Like I was walking around all day, all night. I felt like nothing was gonna happen to me. I was riding the subway, the buses all throughout. Chile's probably the most developed out of all the countries that I've been to. It's the most, like, they got new buildings. It looks like New York. Some places they got train stations, railroads. They got buses. They got all these things to get you around everywhere you want to go. So I would say Chile's a big one and Peru's a big one for me. But I'm going to Ecuador in 3 weeks. So, well, after October, so early November, I'm gonna be going to Ecuador. So we're gonna see about that. I'm going to Guayaquil. I'm going to the capital. So I'm trying to do as much research as I can. I haven't been to that part in Ecuador. I've been to Cuenca, Ecuador. That's the only place I've been in Ecuador. So I'm going to Guayaquil for the first time, and then 3 weeks after that, I'm gonna go to Nicaragua. So those are my two new I'm gonna do next month by myself. So again, it's just about doing the research. There's many YouTubers, find out, okay, these are the areas I should stay. So like in Ecuador, they're having a big power issue right now. So I may not go there anymore. because their power is just not working. They're having
like the brothers say, Nick travels Argentina. And you brothers been. I heard things about Argentina. I got a guy that worked for me. He's from Argentina. He's a cool guy. He told me they do have black people there. I say, I watch videos. They say they don't have too many black. He said, no, there's black people there. They used to have a lot more, but a lot of people bred out. And what we call black people here in the United States, but they might not call it in Argentina. So, any of you brothers been to Argentina?
Yeah, I've been.
What do you think about it?
It's an old city, and I don't like old. Not like that. The concrete was breaking. There's no grass. There's dog poop everywhere. Yeah, I didn't like that. But
Nick, I tried, big dog. Nick, I tried. And let me say this too: the brothers that's that's coming through my channel, we are guests tonight in the kingdom of Cam. Cam is the host on this video. Like it might be playing on my channel because we're about supporting the brotherhood.
Yeah.
But we are guests in the building of Cam tonight.
Caribbean Casanova. Cam, you better have swap out the song. Yeah, I used to have a song for Money Man, but I had to take it down. Everyone's saying it wasn't a good one. But yeah, no, I've been to Argentina. I didn't like Argentina that much. The food was great though. So if you like steak, fritas, and like they had great food over there in Argentina. But I wouldn't go back again. And most of the black people I saw were Haitian. Like it was crazy.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So a lot of the Haitian people that went to Chile, I guess Chile got too packed, so they just went over to Argentina.
Man, salute to the Zoe. Yeah. They everywhere.
So they really like everywhere I went. There was every place I went except Peru. There was Haitians. Like it's crazy.
Man, people diss Haitians. Man, Haitians work so hard, man. Look, let me tell you, man. Before I went to the DR, man, I didn't understand what a Haitian was. Haitians built Santo Domingo. Like people, like Dominicans, go get mad when I'm saying this now. But all the skyscrapers, man, I saw Haitians build skyscrapers standing on sticks. I mean, Cam, you be in San Domingo a lot. Tell me that's not true.
Yes, yeah, they everywhere. Man,
they build
Dominican and they come out speaking 3 languages to you. Yeah,
man, these Haitians, man, Haitians ain't no joke. Look,
they treat them like the Mexicans in the States. Like I seen some, like for real, bro. Like tell me I ain't lying. Like, but that's how they treat them. Like I was walking my dog this morning, not to cut you off, but these brothers out there with a machete. I'm talking about these brothers was sliced up like they went to the gym every day. It's like 3 Haitian brothers.
Yeah,
they cut this field with a machete. It's 94 degrees out this morning.
That's hard, man.
Brothers out there cutting this. I was sitting there like, yo, this is crazy, but they treat them even here. This is my experience, like the Mexicans in the United States. Like they do all the manual labor, they're doing all the road work, they doing all the grass stuff and all, but then they still treat them like trash. Like that's how they treat them out here.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing we kind of do in America, man. You go to Chicago, they don't like none of the Venezuelans. Some of them are bad, but most of them like, hey man, we just came here to work. But you got the knuckleheads that ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, man. Because most Haitians I've met, I've dated Haitian women, man. These Haitians work hard, man. Yeah, but Kevin, man, look, Santiago is definitely a good stop, man. You know, we was talking about that last night. It's a good. Now, if you're looking for something serious, Santiago is good. Got some nice, beautiful women. But yeah, man, people be going in on Haitians. Every Haitian I met personally was, man, they handled their business. They came from a good family. Like I had a different view of Haitians, man. Like, and even though Louisiana and Haiti has a huge connection, I'll tell you, man, I didn't know too much about Haitians till I went to the island. Haitians handle their business. God, dog, I ain't never saw a group of people work so hard, man.
Yeah,
I mean, they work hard, you know.
That's one.
They did that when I was in Santiago. They was building some condo or whatever. They was out there like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Like they was out there early that afternoon when I walked by, and it was like they was out there with the Dominicans, and then later that night it was just nothing but Haitian. Dominicans had already went home for the day. They out there like 10, 11 o'clock. Still getting stuff together. I was like,
Dominicans drinking Presidentes at 7 o'clock,
right?
Man, we on there playing that bachata.
The 7 o'clock is game on, bro.
Yeah, man. I rather look if I'm building something. I rather Haitians building it than Dominican. Look, Dominican guy, hey man, I paid you for this sink. What you mean, Poppy? I don't get no money for no sink. He done got you out of your appliances or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What you mean, sink? I don't know what you mean. I don't understand. Like he argue with you now, like, oh nah, man. That's real talk.
No, it's the what did Kevin say? He said, "Ronan, is it worth stopping and filming in Santa Diego to film some content? I'll be flying into Puerto Plata, flying out of Santa.
You can film. You can film. Look, the only problems I've ever had filming anything was in Sosua, and I stopped. Because people don't want you filming them unless you pay them. Now, look, even around that, there's a workaround. You can just tell a girl, "Hey, man, I'm gonna give you what you can film all you want." But in Santiago, I've never had any problems walking around with a camera or anything. No, you're not gonna have any problems like that.
Real quick, they arrested a Spanish YouTuber for recording in a subway in DR. So don't record in the subway.
Where he was at? He was in Santo Domingo.
Santo Domingo. He was in the subway station and he was recording, and they're like, "No, they arrested him."
Is that like a law or something?
I'm not sure. I talked to some of my family over there. Certain places you're just not supposed to, or maybe the police saw him and he ain't paid him.
Well,
he didn't
report
cut him a check, but some places they don't like that.
The report was he was warned first.
Okay.
Somebody stopped him and warned him and was like, "Hey, don't film here." And he was like, that whole American attitude, like I do what I want, and he got touched. Like that's what I heard. Yeah.
Well, you got to realize too, they don't want you to show the worst of the country. They don't want you to show the best of the country. It's a tourist thing. So, like I was telling people, the Ministry of Tourism, like because I make videos, I'm walking around Piantini. I'm not walking around like the hood. I show videos of Piantini, the Blue Mall, Agora, and I just talk on top. Look, I done been talking about knocking down chicks, clapping cheeks, everything. Like, hey, you're doing a good job. Yeah. So because I'm showing the country, I'm showing the beaches. I know I done bought thousands of people to the DR. They owe me a check. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely did that part. Long as you doing that and you're not showing the worst of the place, even when I'm in Sosua, I show me going to flip. I record the beach. I don't really show too much other than that. Now I can tell you all about it. Doing it, I find that work. But if somebody could warn me and say, "Hey man, we don't want you doing that," then I stop doing it. Then you know what? I'm going to Panama. I'm going somewhere else and do a whole different thing, man. So
no, I agree with you, Ronan. But I do videos because I got family who live on an island, so I try to show a different perspective. Because too many times you see it on Instagram, these guys they show, this is my country, Dominican Republic. They got the Porsches, they got this. I'm like, man, y'all showing 13 people, y'all showing a 13 block radius. Go past those 13 blocks, and it's just like trash everywhere. There's problems, and it's not perfect, but the country is getting way better. So, and someone else just popped back on. But everything's getting way better. And there goes Apollo.
That was good. It was good.
Apollo, we were talking about schools. Oh, hold on, let me finish this question. No, don't go to Haiti, bro. It's just not. I was there in January and they done kidnapped one of my relatives over there. It was crazy, man. So don't. I was there in January. I had to hop on a boat and run back to DR. So I wouldn't advise you, especially if you don't have people there. I want to. Also, so Apollo used to be a school teacher in DR in Colombia. Can you just talk about the prices? We're closing soon. That's why. Can you talk about the prices of the schools there for the private schools? And do you feel they were on par with American schools and what you guys were teaching there?
So I'm actually at work right now. I'm in Taiwan.
Okay.
So I got this T-shirt on. But I would say the prices are pretty high for those countries. So really the hardest part is getting access. You have to pay a bonus to get your space. You also have to get them in early usually, unless they have like a spot that opens up, because they only have like maximum capacity, depending on the school, it could be 50 students for a grade level, 100 students for grade level. But it's like usually 10 to 15 grand just to actually get them the placement. Could be 20 depending on the school. And then after that, it's like 750, 800 a month, 1,000 a month, depending on the school. The schools I was at, it was roughly around 1,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
For the private schools. Okay. And when you were in DR, what was the price at the school you were working at? Or
I'm not sure because I was just a teacher there, so
Okay.
I didn't work in admin.
Mhm.
But my school's in Columbia, I was admin. I was principal, assistant principal, so I knew all the ins and outs of
Okay.
the budget. But as far as the quality of the education, it's the same, man. You got 20 students in the classroom. It's going to be the same breakdown. 5 going to be high achieving, 10 want good grade, and 5 are just wasting oxygen, right? That's kind of what you're going to get. The biggest difference here, we offer a lot of AP classes, advanced placement. I'm the AP coordinator here, and those classes get you college credit. So I have some students graduate and they've already finished pretty much an associate's when they get
Wow.
out of here. And you get a lot of those at the best schools in Columbia, DR. You'll find a lot of AP classes, and that's what you want. The biggest problem is they actually graduate without being very good academically in their native language. So they'll finish. So you have to actually get them a tutor for Spanish because they'll finish the school because it's an American school and their Spanish should be
Terrible.
good socially, but like written Spanish, trash.
Oh, got you.
Academic Spanish.
Yeah. So academically, they'll be good in English, but their
They
Spanish.
read, they read more in English because that's the focus from kindergarten.
Mhm.
They start in preschool, just English, because they figure they're going to get the Spanish at home, which is true, but they're not getting academic Spanish at home, which is social Spanish.
Wow. Okay.
I have a question.
Go for it.
So what if, you wanted to, you have a child and you're looking to bring them over to the Spanish speaking country and their native language is English, right?
Mhm.
So how would that kind of look on the educational level?
So basically, most of these schools have 2-tier diplomas, right? So you actually in Columbia, they finish with the American diploma through advanced ed. It's called Cognitive now, and then they finish with a Colombian diploma. Your kid, if they came in 10th grade, they're not going to finish the Colombian curriculum. They would just graduate with the U.S. diploma, and then they would have Spanish for foreign language classes to get them up to speed. But they wouldn't have to take Colombian history, sociales, all those classes that all the Colombian kids have to take.
They'll just have to take like the English classes. That's it, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll have to be in some just to get the credits. They're gonna have to take some classes in Spanish because these schools they don't have offer enough classes in English, and they're gonna struggle, but they'll provide the resources so they're successful.
Okay. Yeah. No, thank you. You brought some perspective to us because we were trying to figure that out. And Ronan, I don't know if you heard what Paulo was talking about. You're muted, Ronan. Ronan, you're muted.
No, I say, look, somebody come to my door with some Amazon packages that's not mine, but I'm like, hey, you can leave me you want. So I didn't really hear about it.
Crazy.
But I don't know how much is private school in America. Does anyone have children in private school in America? Edwin, did you send your kids to private school?
No.
Damn. Well, you pay for private school, Ronan. How much was the average?
It wasn't. It's a private school, but it was more
charter.
Yeah, we didn't. I had to pay a amount, but it wasn't as much probably as what he's saying. It was just a couple of $1,000.
So probably for Apollo. So probably for the top private school in Columbia. Do you feel the education level doesn't match up with a high school here in America, or do you feel those children graduate with more intellectual? I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I mean they're going to come out obviously bilingual, which is always going to be an advantage.
Of course.
Is it better than the best public schools we have? No. I mean, our public.
Or on average, can they beat out the average kids?
Yeah. I mean, our top students at these schools, especially in Columbia, they get 1500s on the SATs. They go to Harvard, they go to Stanford, they go to these great schools. But also, these families got money.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a student where his sister got a 1530 on the SAT. The brother got a 1540. That's because the dad went to MIT.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not normal, right? That's not normal. And this kid and the baby brother, I'm not gonna say the names, of course. He's just like, forget it. He just threw in the towel. He's like, I can't compete with that. And so and he's a good kid. He's actually a really good student. But most of our top students go to great schools, go to Notre Dame, they go to Northwestern. But then, we got some students, but all of them, we have a 99%, 100% graduation rate. 99% of our students go to university. So I mean, it's private school.
And they go to American universities. That's why I want to emphasize.
A lot of them go to American universities. A lot of them go to Spain because Spain offers more affordable, schools,
education.
Education. And then a lot of them go to Canada. Believe it or not, a lot of them go to Canada. I've had students go to Switzerland, all over the place. But half of them stay in Columbia. If they're going to be engineers or doctors, they stay in Columbia because it's so much quicker to become a doctor in Columbia. They don't have to go through all the garbage that we do in the States.
Yeah, because my mom is a doctor in Cuba, so I understand that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Perfect. That was good. So just to answer those questions for you guys, he kind of answered it. So the price, and you're saying maybe about 800 to like 1,500 a month per
No,
child.
it wouldn't be 1,500. The hardest part is getting what they call the
Him into the school.
get the cupo, but it's if you're not from there and you're coming in, a lot of times they have drop off naturally. Like some families that leave to Bogota, they'll leave to Germany for work, so they'll have some openings. So that's where you get in if you don't get in kindergarten, and then and there's ways you can pay that over time. You don't have to if it's 20 grand to get in, you could pay that 20 grand in with the tuition over the next couple 2-3 years, but you got to be sure you're gonna be there because they're still gonna hit you with that bill if you leave out after a year. So if you pay that 20 grand, only stay there for a year and try to come back, that's not guaranteed that they're gonna have a spot for you when you come back in 2 years.
Wow. Okay. So it's mainly about placement. So if you got the placement and your kids stay in that school, they'll be straight.
Yeah. If you got the
Gotcha.
placement, they stay in, and they're for the most part, they're gonna be the only black kid at the school though.
That's the truth. Listen, when I was going to, I went to this private charter school down here in Miami. I think it was me and two other people, and those two other kids were the teachers' kids. And I was like, damn. And it was just a bunch of, yeah, I agree with you there.
This is the most diversity I've ever seen with students here in Taiwan because we got 3 teachers from Africa, and then their kids are here at the school. So we got like a more of an international mix, and it's still 90% Taiwanese. When I was in Colombia, it's 97, 98% Colombian, but white Colombian.
Yeah.
Not even in Cali. And I lived in Cali for 2 years, and 99% white.
Yeah, all right, so you lived in Cali. So someone just asked, where should they go and where should they stay? What areas in Cali? I didn't like Cali when I went the 2 times. So
Cali is so I compare Cali, like I compare Colombian cities to U.S. cities. Cali reminds me of St. Louis in the sense like if you know how it operates, it's fun, but if you don't, it's horrible. Like you'll get there, you're like, all right, so all y'all got is a casino and that's it. So with Cali, I can drop the links to the spots to stay at. There's a spot you want to stay like in the middle of the city because it's so polarized as far as north to south, and the traffic is horrible. Obviously, Cali is one of the few really dangerous places in Colombia. Like for real, like what they say it's dangerous. Cali is that, but it's also dope. It's like one of the places all your dreams come true and nightmares in the same night. So
don't you got a story about that?
Yeah. No, I mean that was. But the thing is, they got the drop on me one time in Cali, but I got robbed in the States 3 times. So like, you can get robbed anywhere. That's just life. But yeah, Cali, you want to stay close to La Quinta, the 5th Street. I can't remember the neighborhood, but I got I got the links for the Airbnbs that you can stay at because you always want to make sure you have a spot that's friendly for visitors, guest friendly, somewhere central location. A lot of people stay in Chipi Chape, which is up north, but it's so far from the south that if something's happening in the south, it's going to take you an hour to get there. So you don't want to do that. No, but Cali's dope, man. It's a vibe, but it's ugly. It's an ugly city. It's not a pretty city. You get there, you hit the ground, you're like, man, this is ugly.
Yeah, no, I've been there, and I was like, the 2 times I went, I'm like, I'm cool, man. I don't want to go back. But someone told me they're like, all right, come with me. I'm from there. I can make you have a good time. I'm like, you got.
Wait, hold on. He say somebody got the drop on you. Look, you got to go into detail, but brother's trying to go to Cali. What should they watch out for?
No, I mean, sometimes time is just up. Obviously, it's not the place to be. It's not the place to be jewelried out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that Most Def song, Don't Get Me. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out there flossing. But at the same time, also rolling in groups. When they got the drop on me, I was solo. So I was actually in a nice neighborhood. It's just, they got me one time. And it's just like, man, it was for iPhone 6. This is how long ago this was. I was living in Cali.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, why do you fight him? I'm like, a piece of plastic, man. Take this phone.
Take it and go ahead.
Yeah, I bought a new phone the next day.
Yeah.
But I would say, just move around in a group. Don't be heavily trusting the locals, but they're cool. Like if you got somebody from there that can show you around, that's the best move. There's a lot of black Afro-Colombians in Cali, and a lot of them got money. You just got to know like what circles to get in, and they'll take you out. They'll pay for that. They're not gonna try to get you or nothing. Cool people, real cool people.
Okay.
Any tips on getting around? What are the neighborhoods? I say. I mean, anything that's called Agua Blanca, stay away from that. So it's reversed. In Medellin, Poblado is nice. In Cali, Poblado is no. Also, any neighborhood that has a date, stay away from. 12 de octubre, 20 de abril, anything, 20 de julio, anything that has a date, don't go there. If it's a neighborhood with a date, that's like it's like MLK. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from those spots.
Yeah, Martin Luther King is definitely bad in most neighborhoods I've been to.
Yeah. Stay away from that. But yo, I actually got to jump off. I got kids trying to come in my classroom right now.
All right, you good, man. You have a good one.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for coming on. I appreciate you,
bro.
Anytime, man. I catch up.
All right, let's just finish these. So CC says I pay $15K annually per kid. Damn,
That's a lot.
Yeah, why is Brazil no more as popular as Colombia among bros? I think Brazil is just anyone want to enter. I think Brazil is just a little bit farther. No one want to do that. Sometimes it's an 8-hour flight for people, especially you coming from New York. That's a long flight, man. New York to Brazil is a long flight.
A lot of brothers still go to Brazil, man. A lot of brothers go to Brazil, man. A lot.
Still really
Yeah,
popular,
I think so. I haven't been to Brazil yet. So what do you guys suggest? I know Sin went to Brazil. I think Edwin, you've been to Brazil. Kobe, you been to Brazil, Kobe?
No, not yet. Trying to go.
Edwin,
at least for Carnival, I think. I'm not sure.
I think Sin, didn't you say Carnival sucked in Brazil, or that wasn't you?
Really?
No, I didn't say it sucked.
Someone told me it sucked. I don't remember.
I didn't say it was. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, but I ain't gonna say it sucked. I mean, for it to be one of the biggest events in the world, especially carnival wise, it wasn't the carnival. The actual, you know what I mean, the actual carnival itself was dope, but it was extremely overpriced. It's high as hell during carnival. Everything is high as hell.
Airbnbs too, right?
All right, let me get the rest. What's that?
Yeah, but Sim, why you think people? So why you think, like the brother was saying, Brazil not as popular anymore as it used to be, or do you think it's still popular?
What do you mean it's not as popular as it used to be?
But that's what one of the brothers just say. He say, why do you think it's not as popular as Colombia anymore? I don't know if you saw that.
No more as popular as Colombia.
Yeah.
Bros. Why? I think it's further. I think there's a bigger language barrier with the Portuguese, other than from Spanish. I think most people know at least a word or two, or 3 or 4 in Spanish. Most don't know 1 or 2 words of Portuguese, probably hardly. So I would say the distance, the language, and it's not as easy to navigate because it's a big country. So everything is not, they don't really have a concentrated area of just Jan Stammies, as I call them. You know what I mean? And there's no concentrated area of just Jan Stammies in one spot, like Park Aires or like the Wall City or like Playa Hollywood. That doesn't exist really in Rio.
So
I got a cousin, he live in Brazil, and
go ahead.
I got a cousin, he been living over there for a couple of years, and I mean he actually loves it. He's in what's called Salvador Bahia. Salvador
Bahia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where my cousin live in. He been there for a while, man. Military guy, but he said some like you can get got over there real quick, but he stays low key and he loves it. He haven't been back to United States in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it. I've been trying to get him to jump on a live with us, but he's low key. One of them guys, man. I don't want nobody to see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, nobody won't see you, man. So he's one of them dudes, man. So I respect it.
So, Sin, for someone who wants to go to Brazil for the first time, what would be like your suggestion? Like, where should they go first?
Rio.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why Rio?
I would say Rio because it's just, I would say it's more friendly to us, more tourist friendly to us. Just go to Rio, stay as close to the beach as possible, whereas Copacabana or Ipanema, if you're just starting off, and just go from there. From there, you can start branching off to Barra Tijuca. You can start branching off to, outside of that tourist zone, Recreo. But just start off, I would stay around there first. Then you can start moving to Fortaleza, Bahia, Sao Paulo. That'd be my suggestion.
Got it. Sao Paulo. And let's see who else. Felipe, if you're going to be in Bogota, I'll be in Bogota on the I'll be Bogota on the 15th. So I'll be right there too. If you're gonna be in Bogota, DM me. We can link up. All right. I dropped a link too. So if anyone wants to ask questions, I'm gonna close it up in about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So anyone want to say anything on the panel? I see Caribbean Casanova join. I don't know if you want to say anything before we close out.
Nah, salute, fellas. What's going on? What's going on, Sin, Kobe, Ra, Ronan, Edwin, Stuart? What's the deal? What's the deal, gentlemen? So no, I just saw we having some good conversation. So it's like people always ask, why don't cam up? It's because the conversation be weird. So there's no reason to be having a conversation and being in a conversation when there's super kind of weirdo conversations happening. When there's black men having good conversation, giving information, I got no problem camming up.
It's real.
Money, you understand? So it's really cool because a lot of the times, somebody asked earlier why Brazil isn't as popping. Well, the reality is Brazil, you need some motion to be able to get some decent women in Brazil. Like you're not going to be bumping into baddies on the street, Now I guess baddies is relative. It depends on the individual, right? Everybody has their own version of what beauty is, but we all know what a 9 and a 10 is. I think we all agree with that. I think that's what makes them a 10 or a 9 is the fact that everyone agrees that they're beautiful, right? And I think when you go to Brazil, the one thing that you don't have is like that point and click kind of situation. There used to be a place, that was called Club Help for that reason. And that was where it was kind of like classicals, right? But that's where you could literally, find a 9 and a 10. There's not that really anymore, and because of the social media making the whole world a global world now, it's kind of difficult to get that type of level of woman in a club as a normal regular guy, so Brazil's a little bit, it's got like a higher entry for the type of women that you would want. And then Sin hit it on the head. I think the language barrier is a big one, because it's like Portuguese. So it's if you barely speak Spanish, then Portuguese is you're just gonna drown.
You're done.
Like it's a whole nother situation. It's good for me because I speak Spanish, so there's like a bridge and I can communicate, but I don't speak Portuguese, or Brazil would be my number one spot for sure. Like if I actually spoke fluent Portuguese, Brazil number one spot.
Yeah.
For sure. Hands down. Because the type of beauty is there with all the mixing of the blood from all those years. There's just different levels of beauty, So it's like, with Colombia is kind of great. What I really love about Colombia is that if you're into light-skinned women, there's a huge amount that you can get access to there. In the DR, they kind of have a air. They're really arrogant. The more lighter skinned they are, they're super arrogant. So if you're not coming correct, it's going to be a little difficult for you to pull, Not everybody got the game like Sin City. Not everybody like you, Sin. You know what I'm saying? Just pull up and just get the baddie, the chocolate baddie in Colombia. You feel me? It's not like that. If it was, everybody's channels would be full of amazing content or beautiful women.
Yeah. Cece, what was that spot you said where they're all, I forgot you and you guys were talking about. What is that spot in DR where you said that's where you can find all the women at, the light-skinned girls at?
So, well, it depends. So, like, you have Santiago, obviously, but then there's San Francisco de Macorís. That's more towards the middle of the country. But you're gonna have to have your game because even the local dudes over there, they got their money. However they got it, right? And so the beautiful women are accustomed to being taken care of. So if you're dusty, you're not gonna see there, buddy.
You might well stay with you.
Yeah. That 4,000 pesos ain't gonna get you nothing but dinner by yourself. I'm telling
Sarge, have you been to those areas yet or no?
Man, La Vega is my soul snatching place.
Oh, look at you!
Yeah, La Vega, man. I love La Vega,
man. Every time I go to La Vega, I feel like I'm in a Mortal Kombat competition. Like every time, bro. Like finish it. Like it don't matter how long I'm there. It don't matter what I'm doing.
Oh my God!
Always somebody. I'm like, yo, like she almost got proposed to at the fucking. Like you know what I'm saying? Like every time I go to La Vega, bro.
I don't know if you know this YouTuber called Yo Soy Kyla. She's out.
Oh yeah,
she's out in La Vega.
Oh, she lives over there.
Man,
That's her stomping grounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All my female relatives, they always show me her. They're like, you know her. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, man. La Vega, nice. La Vega
Yeah,
got some baddies, man.
Yeah.
It's just every time I go out there, man, I feel like, you know, like I tease people, like I walk around like LeBron James. Like I feel like everybody in La Vega is under 5'7". So it's like I go out there and it's like everybody looks at me like I'm an ex-NBA player. It's crazy. I just love that play.
They're like, you Michael Jordan? Yeah, I'm Michael Jordan.
Yeah. I play with it. Yeah. I'm doing all that. So yeah, that's the soul snatching place for me.
Okay. So Ron, you know where you gotta go then, Ron.
Now. So yeah.
Listen, I said it last night. I said that's why I said when I go back, I said La Vega. That's on the that I gotta think La Roma also. I think was a place I love to go.
Look, and you also need to go to Hababacoa. It's outside. Like when you go to La Vega, you go the other way. It's in the mountains, man. It's cold up there. Nice. Got some beautiful women up there,
You
man.
go to Hababacoa, just know everybody has money there. That's not
it's nice, man. I've been there.
You're gonna impress a woman just by throwing some pesos around because the family members there have money.
Oh yeah.
What is that place called? I never heard of that.
Hababacoa.
Yeah,
it's that.
Yeah, it's
man, you can go over there, man. I actually got took there on accident from a little chick I was dealing with. She was bringing her daughter there, and I went with her, and I was like, man, this is beautiful. These are parts that brothers don't go to. Now look, I'm gonna get email. Hey, brother, don't be talking about over here,
right? Because
get mad when I start saying stuff like that.
Sure. And this is one of my favorite restaurants in the whole of the DRs in Jarabacoa. It overlooked. It's at the top of the mountain and overlooks the entire area. It's breathtaking, the actual views over there. That's a place like if you want to take, you know what I'm saying, your main squeeze, that's where you want to take them.
That's not Hato Mayor Del Rey, no.
Jarabacoa.
And you go there at certain times, man. It's very cold. When I went there, it was cool. It's
always cool.
Yeah, it was cool when I went there, man.
Okay,
but brothers will get mad that we talking about it. That's how. Man, don't them ninjas know where it's at, man.
But the funny thing is, the guys that they worried about going there aren't gonna go there,
and they're not gonna go there.
They're not.
No,
that's real.
It's too out there. You gotta drive a car to get there.
It's funny because no matter what city you stay, it's a gold mine. No matter what small city you go to, little Campo area, whatever, it's all a gold mine. All of them. All of them. Because
that's real.
For the most part, most people aren't going there. But a lot of the mistake people make is that they think that just because they're going to like the Campo or the small area, that people are going to be moved by money. And the sad reality is, no matter where you go, the only people moved by money are not the people that you want to be around anyway. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like even people who come from humble means aren't really moved by money because they come from a place of, you know, they believe in God. The country is a highly religious country, you know, so it's like the best thing if you're going to give guys advice to go to these areas, is just be humble, man. Just go there, humble, you know, don't worry about if they trying to scam you. Cause for the most part, you can tell there's like an energy that the guys that are people trying to scam you come off on, and you can kind of feel it. You just got to have that gut, you know, and if you ever been around in the hood, or if you've just been around even in the States, you get that feeling when somebody's trying to hustle you. You know what I mean? And then you also can tell when someone's just being genuine, you know, and most people who are genuine won't ask you for $1. You know, they really won't, you know what I'm saying? So it's just good to broaden your horizons and go to these locations, because that's where you can kind of build real relationships, you know, build a network, and kind of like you might be able, this is where you're going to find the unicorns, the diamonds in the rough. You know, the one thing I love about the DR, I always find a doppelganger for like a woman who is super famous that I wanted to get at.
Well, we talked about that last night. Beyonce, Rihanna.
That's the one thing I love about the deal. You always find a doppelganger.
Yeah, I got a soul snatch. He got a soul
snatch.
But
here's the thing. The thing is that I've spent so much time, you know, cultivating being in South Florida, that when I travel out, it's not different, other than the fact that women aren't coming from more of like a let's say a modern mindset, privileged mindset. You know, that's the difference. That's why I love it. So snatch. No, I'm handing them out. There you go.
Yeah. So shout out to South Florida, man. Y'all brothers from South Florida, man. Y'all in the heat.
Listen,
my flight. Y'all with it.
Yeah, my flight to Cartagena was $205 round trip.
That's
My flight to DR was $250 for Halloween. My flight to Bogota is like $280 round trip.
Because when you fly to
It's
Fort
easy.
Lauderdale or Miami, you have that Spirit direct flight.
Yep.
And you have those Delta.
I'm flying with Spirits, boy.
Yeah.
I'm a gold member now.
Fine, on Soul Plane, nephew. You on Soul Plane?
I'm a gold member.
That brother got a picture of Kevin Hart in his wallet.
They had it out. They had it out church.
Same color.
You got both. You got your Spirit card. What you said, CZ? You got the Spirit card and the Western Union.
Same color.
That's all you need.
Wow.
My grandpa calls it a taxi in the sky.
Oh, for sure. It's the Greyhound of the skies.
Yeah.
That's how I use it.
No,
it's funny when you see that. You know, it's really funny whenever you jump on the flights and you see the fake first classers, the dudes that's in the big front seat acting like they first.
You got the board first.
The rest of us.
Hey, true story.
They got the big seat.
I brought with my first. So there was a girl. This is a long time. It was at these 2020. So there was this girl I was seeing over there, and her dad was an American citizen, but she never been to America. So this is, again, it's 2020. I was 20 years old, and so I took her back with me on Spirit just to come visit. We went to New York, and we were first class on Spirit. She thought I was loaded. I was like, man, if you knew these flights just cost $220, we were sitting at the front.
$37.
Well, hey, listen, hey, it was over, dog. She'll tell him, yo, he's rich. I don't know what he does, but he's rich. He got money.
Yeah, he rich. We won.
They gave me the drinks. I was like, yeah.
Who you normally fly through, Sin? JetBlue or Delta, American, coming out of Cincinnati?
Typically, Delta, American. Typically one of them two.
Do you normally fly in the POP or Santiago?
POP.
Yeah. Oh, Sin got money.
Porta Plata is expensive, man.
Sin got that money. I go straight to Santo Domingo when I'm going.
I fly into Santiago if I want to go to Porta Plata. That's what I do. I fly
to Santo Domingo, man. It's just so much cheaper for me especially when I'm in Louisiana, man. God now.
Catch that
flights, right? Ronan?
Huh?
Yeah, you're connecting, correct?
Yeah, I do Delta, and I fly usually from New Orleans to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Santo Domingo. It doesn't really take that long, but damn, you would think you're right here. You should be able to fly to Puerto Plata for cheap. It's way cheaper to fly to Santo Domingo. It don't make any sense.
Yeah, I usually fly there and get a rental car, and then when I get to Puerto Plata, I get another car and take that one back. You know.
Wait. So you driving Santo Domingo, man? You a soldier?
Yeah,
you drive?
I drive it there.
Santo Domingo, boy.
I drive everywhere I go.
I got a good question.
I can't handle Santo Domingo.
I have a really good question for the panel. Without giving any details, obviously, right? Your favorite girl that you're still talking to now, what city is she from?
Santiago.
Oh, I'm Dirty Diana, and she's in Santo Domingo.
Santo Domingo? All right, what about you? What about you, Sergeant?
Dirty Diana.
She here now. She was Santo Domingo.
Santo Domingo. Yeah. Listen, Edwin.
Hold up.
What about you?
Hey, she on the back. She in the back porch rolling my medicine.
I'm trying to make a. I got that watching.
Edwin, how about you?
I would say I can't call her name, but
no,
just where?
It's the city where she's from.
She's in Cartagena.
Okay. Cartagena.
Kobe.
Right. What about you, Rob?
Yeah.
No, same Cartagena.
Raw.
Yeah, Santo Domingo.
Santo Domingo. What about you, Sam?
I got a little something everywhere.
Don't even fight. There's a favorite. You got a favorite. Don't even act like that.
I don't have one better than the other, honestly.
I believe that.
You got one in your favorite.
There's one that she's a superstar, and you know it.
All right. How about in each of your countries? Is there
there
one,
you go.
One area?
There you go.
Like Brazil, do you like going to Medellin? Or like which one?
I like them all for different reasons.
He's not gonna get it out.
He got his people watching, so he got to be careful what he say.
I'm being serious.
We believe you because we on the panel.
I got to keep it light.
But that WhatsApp said something different. I'm
being serious. Like if I showed you my WhatsApp, you would be like, damn, he talking to somebody from Africa.
damn, he's almost somebody from Colombia. Then he got a little DR piece.
That's me too, bro. That's me too.
Better question for you then. If you had to break it down to just one, you got to choose one. I know you don't have to now, but you got to choose one. Which one is it? And what city is she from? That's right. Go ahead. Listen, I understand. Break it down in your mind. Figure it out.
One. Just one.
Yeah. The one.
Someone said Sin City the diplomat.
Exactly.
For real.
He got people watching, so he don't want to say one. They be like, okay, you order it. We know, bro. We know.
My ladies. They're all great for different reasons.
Man, let me off the hook.
It is.
Nah, because there's one. And this
we know it's one, but he ain't gonna tell you. Just forget about it.
Hey,
the city?
He had too many chances to say. He ain't gonna say.
It sounds like you playing the game right. Don't be loving them hoes.
You know what I think? I think the parliament. He probably watch it right now.
Wow. Of course, they're watching.
Are you live?
They're watching.
No, he's not live.
I ain't lying. I'll say this. I got one that I'm put in a lot of work. I'll give her that, but I don't really like one more than the other. Like I said, I like them. I like some of them for different reasons.
He be on demon time. That's why.
He said
he be on demon
reasons.
Got too many.
Nah.
It just depends. Like me, like I got, and I'm gonna go just by every country. So in Colombia, my favorite one's in Bogota. And then I got another. Listen, man, I don't know where this town is. She's been trying to get me to go back. I feel like it's a trap. So that's some reason I've gone. It's called Haro Mayor del Rey. I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
She been trying to get me. She's like, hey, you need to come meet my dad and this. And I'm like,
that's why I want you there.
I'm not going.
She wants you to
marry
her.
Where that is. I'm like, you trying to kill me, bro. I'm not going over there.
Mm-hmm.
So and
they're
then
gonna be out there with the machete.
Really? And in Peru, I got one in Lima, Peru. But the two ones I mess with the most is one is in Bogota and the other one is in Santo Domingo. Those are the two main.
All right, now they got to fight. Santo Domingo versus Bogota. Who's winning?
Well, it just depends, man. I gotta go. I gotta be sin on this one. One of them is in medical school. The other one's in law school. If my knee hurt, the one that's in medical school, she know how to fix everything.
Sin up, man. Leave sin alone, yo.
Sin, man. I can't decide.
Hey, mute your mic.
Sin doesn't want to
mute
say
your mic,
Sin don't want to
somebody gonna see this.
They all bad girls. So I mean, please. They all
got educational English speaking. Yeah. Oh, dude, all my girls I'm with speak English. That's the crazy part. I meet a lot of girls that speak English. Okay. Yeah. Because depending on where you go, again, that's why education is important. If the girl's educated and she goes to college, more than likely she's gonna speak English. So every girl I dated in any of those countries, they go to college or they're in medical school, they're in law school. They all speak English.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's your goal. But again, they come from families and it's a little different. You're not just gonna go over there and give them 4,000 pesos and think they're gonna.
But even in the DR, if you go to the university where the college girls are,
I was saying there too. Yeah,
English.
They don't speak English.
No, they all speak English.
Yeah, they speak English. I'm about to say my cousins go to school there. They all speak English.
I mean, but they all speak English. They'll talk to you. They'll talk to y'all. They'll talk to whoever. You know, especially because if you're not a weirdo and you're just having conversation, just being a foreigner, they'll love to have a conversation. You know, so that's a gold mine for guys who are looking for something real. You know,
hey Ronan, what's that jewelry store on the second floor by Blue Mall? It's like in the cut before you walk to that other side of the nice mall. There's a jewelry store, man. There's a girl in there so bad, man. I try to talk to the girl like 5 times. Every time I go back, I go walk in that store. She see me, she like, this nigga again.
Hold on, brother. You should have asked me that at the beginning. I've had like 40s.
I go down Blue Ball. I just got to go look and be like, she's still here.
Definitely got it, man.
I know what place you're talking about too.
You know,
man.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name, but they got some boy. And that blue ball hit different.
Oh my god!
God, no, I love that blue ball.
Like I said, people always ask. The cheat code is SBs.
Oh man, that blue ball hit so hard. God, dog.
Yeah.
We was talking about that last night about the area, man. Shout out to brother Jamie, man. He's living in Piantini right now, man. Good Lord.
Hey, Ronan, who's the brother who has the telecenter phone calls in DR?
Oh, I forgot his name, but he has his own like phone company, man.
Can you put me in contact with him?
Yeah, I can, but wait till I sober up.
Check
like, he got his own phone.
Hey, listen. When Ronan drunk, this is where the good content come out. I'm
no, but 30 minutes. I'm not drunk, but I'm definitely blazed a little bit. But I'm
the thing about
he got his. Yeah, he's making that money, man. He got a good money.
I'll text you tomorrow because I need. Nice. I got a cousin that needs a job. She speaks English. I'm like, man, I'll find out for you.
He got a good business, man. Like, man, that's the one thing about that Facebook group. You got a lot of brothers in there that got businesses in the DR, Santo Domingo, all over the island.
Yeah.
And,
which Facebook group you talking about?
Oh, it's the Blue Book Passport Cartel. It's a good group, man. There's a lot of dudes in there. Yeah, okay. I made it because I landed in Santo Domingo by myself and I didn't know where to go at. I like, damn, I don't want this to happen to nobody else. So I made a group
called Blue Book.
Yeah, you call it Passport Cartel. You should see a picture like Pablo Escobar type of a picture, you know what I mean? And I made the group just for brothers to be able to do it. And a lot of brothers in there, man. They got piles of them.
So the one that's popping up right now, it says Blue Book Passport Cartel, but it's got there's palm trees.
It shared by 7,000 people.
Yeah, so that's it right there.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Now look, a woman made a group, and a couple of other people made. You know how they did with the Passport Bros? Like Passport Bros got hot. They made Passport Bros, this Passport, but they're doing the same thing now. The group getting bigger, so many people making it. And man, they're solid guys, and they got businesses doing things. Dudes getting married, man. You see all the dudes them got married to women.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's what I try to tell people. If you're a dude of value, there's no way you're not gonna find your dream chick.
That's real.
Because they're in the Caribbean, Colombia. The problem that guys are finding is that they're not ready really for the woman that they're looking for. You know.
Yeah.
When you are, they jump. They find you really because just your network, just with what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. Yeah. That's it. I'm sending the reversal. Right?
Nah, but no, that's what. Now what you're saying is real, man. When you're ready,
because they're
gonna find you. You know,
bro. And then they're amazing. You know, it's like my lawyer. Where I met her was when she was still in law school. She was working at La Serena at the Artis little booth. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Still in, but nurturing that relationship. Now, she's a lawyer. She's doing really, really well. Shout out to her. She's in her own relationship right now because I wasn't trying to marry it up, but she even went and got her body done. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this is a new body. I don't know that body. You feel me? But the crazy part is, and this is maybe a little bit of demon time. There's not one female that I built relationships with that no matter what they got going on, isn't open for us to be cool, quote unquote. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like we're always friends. And we're always able to be friends, no matter what. And it's because of the fact, that passport has a value, especially if you're really a high value man, bro. That passport's powerful.
To your point, CZ, they see it as well. And again, I think I told the last live I did, I was talking about it the other day. I spoke to a girl on Bumble. And she was like, "You're the first normal guy I met who just asked me how my day was and just talked to me." She had the dudes in here telling me, "Hey, I give you this much money for this," and she's like, "What the hell?" She deleted the app.
Facts. Listen,
so y'all gotta just relax.
Hey, Cam, I was that dude. Just to let you know. I was the dude. Talk about that, God. Like, just to put that out there.
All I know.
Hey, straight into the how much. Real. Like how much?
Man, I feel you on that thought. You almost gotta some of these.
Yeah. I gotta get straight to the business, bro. I gotta know what ready for.
I agree with. No, that's the truth though. But if you're looking for one, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna be the.
You gotta ask the profession. You know.
Yeah, it's gonna take time.
I should ask what's your profession? What kind of work do you do?
Yeah.
And I'd say be honest. When I said be honest. Just tell me what you do. If you're working, let me know you're working. So if that's not what I'm looking for, I'm just gonna let you go and be like, okay, thank you, nice, and keep moving on. You know.
Nah, you don't gotta let it go. You could just be like, "Yo, now we just on that type of time." You know? That's it. Like you.
That's not. Edwin don't be doing that.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah. He said, "I ain't got time for all that."
I'm on a different level, bro. I'm on a different level.
I respect.
Yeah.
When I'm gonna do that, I do it a different way, bro. I gangster with it.
No, I respect all the different ways that
Edwin pull out his pocket little thing. Like, come on, grab onto this in the street, dog. Edwin old school.
I respect.
Hey, once you get to a certain age, Def, you like, I ain't got time to be playing with you, sis. Like,
Edwin will be on that. Watch out there now. I got you, man. I understand that, man. That's real.
There's a brother, I can't remember. I know he's got a channel with his Dominican wife, man. It's funny.
There's a couple of them out there.
Yeah, but this one
has a lot now.
He's more of a light skinned guy, you know. And
the taller one,
I think so. And his wife is pregnant right now.
Jay, abroad with Jay.
Is it abroad with Jay? No, because it was the one.
No, he doesn't have it. His wife not pregnant though.
Right. So his wife's pregnant. They got like a apartment that they.
He's kind of chunky.
Yeah.
Bald
guy.
Yeah.
Right. So it's funny because when you watch it, you could tell like this is really what most guys is looking for. You know, they're looking for the one. You know, for the most part, and then you have the guys that's on demon time. You know, but these places like Colombia, Cartagena, Brazil. Man, that's where you can find it. Unless you like sin, where you just like, nah, smash and dash. They all the same. I don't got no favorites, right? Like, so at the end of the day, for everyone else, they looking for that.
It's like, wait, that's not me.
Hey, also, if any of you brothers gotta drop off, man, feel free to drop off. You don't gotta stay up here. Y'all gotta go. No problem.
He said everything, but I don't love them hoes. They got no favorite.
Look. Sim was about to go take a pee or something.
You have to like them. Favorite.
They're all his favorites.
You know, but
do different things. One scratch his toes, cut his nails.
Nice. The cool thing, like, and it's so weird because I always tell it's like the one secret I always tell guys. I'm like, look, wherever you find yourself having like your favorite country, just start a business, bro. Like if you're spending money anyway. It's way better to start a business there because then you have something to actually build off of and build a network off of. And there's so many little businesses, you know what I'm saying? You could start a little freaking buffet. I
was gonna say you brought that up last time, man. Because some dudes I know they'll just pay for the chick and she at home doing nothing.
That's how I started. And then you give.
I got to be careful with that.
Instead of sending money a Western Union, you know what I'm saying? You actually have a business and she's working. Right. And this is something that will give you the ability to kind of build a foundation of wherever you at and kind of be able to find regular people to actually communicate with and females, you know, especially if you're tired of the choppies. Because look, I don't care what anyone says, man, you know, for those dating apps, bro, it's you gotta go ahead and wade through a lot of bullshit.
Choppy heavy,
that's
man.
Why I go straight.
Hold on, CC. Hold on.
Right there, he just hit the topic. How much? That's why I go straight. He just hit the topic. Straight to it.
I'm glad I got all the brothers on. What are your top 3 dating sites in whatever country you guys go to? Just name them out. The top 3. Ron. Go ahead, Ron. I'll start with you.
Now, I just approach them myself.
Okay.
I just a cold approach. I like to meet them, but at the heyday, now look, when I first came, man, it was years ago. Dominican Cupid was the top.
High five.
Then Tinder. I'd rather just walk up to him. I just walk up to him, man. I will approach a woman and just talk with him.
All right, so let's do today then. So today, cold approach, like just going up and talking.
Man, why you get me when I'm drinking? I'm all drunk and all that.
You bring that wolf out.
Let me tell you my favorite spot.
Chinese all
Go ahead, Ronan.
No, let me give you my favorite spot, man. My favorite spot is that Bravo in Piantini. I'm talking about it a lot of times in my video. That's, man, I done had the most luck. I done ran through cashiers, just meeting women there. That has been my best spot. But I also, man, I utilize Tinder a lot. And when I first hit the island, I did use Dominican Cupid. I did, and in Dominican Cupid, man, I just ran. It started. It was great, but then it started getting with so many people scamming on there, and I switched to Tinder. I won everywhere. Look, I won on every dating site. You're gonna win. Like the odds are stacked in your favor if you're not like no, I ain't gonna say a simp, but just you're not used to it and you just give in. Like I just watched the guy just now, man. Like he's from New York, a Dominican dude. Did y'all see that with the thing with Cuba? He went way to Cuba, and a woman got him out of money. Man, that was so. And that that can happen, but man, it ain't happened to no cat like me, man. I'm from the city. I've been knocking down chicks since I was like 16 years old, man. Heavily. So
I didn't hear about that. What happened?
Somebody you didn't. Wait, you didn't see that video?
Nah, drop the link.
I gotta send that to you, man. I gotta send that.
Yeah, someone send me that
Dominican video. Brother, a woman on Facebook hit him up, and at first it was a different woman that hit him up, and the chick, she look all right. Ain't nothing like we would even be dealing with. This dude went to Cuba for a chick that didn't even look that good. He had sent her $4,000.
No.
Hey, man, I'm sending you this tonight. You gotta see it.
Yeah, we got it.
But in Cuba, how he sent it to her in Cuba?
Well, he sent it through one of the apps. He sent it to she had an app that like no, any of you brothers saw this?
No, I didn't see
this is in our Facebook group.
Can you drop the link? You gotta send me the link.
Oh, it's
man.
in the Facebook group. Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
but
man.
he spent $4,000 on a Cuban woman that he never met.
I'm gonna tell you right now. This is a video we gotta do. Look, Cam, you can host it on your channel. I'm gonna send you this. I'm gonna send you this tonight. Yeah. This is a video for the channel. The brothers can come back and review it, and we talk about his mistakes. This is a gold mine, chat. This is for real stuff. This dude went way to Cuba, a Dominican dude who speaks the language, who understood. He spent thousands of dollars. Man, look, I'm gonna send that to you now. Yeah, that could be something we do next week or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
We do tomorrow. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
And we're working on a thumbnail right after this. Hey, tomorrow, Dominican dude.
Well, I'm about to send it to you, so you go on the next brother. I'm telling you guys, just watch the dating sites, man. I've had a lot of luck on them, but you can fall in the traps if you're weak in the game,
Yeah.
With the Dominican Cupid, the people that use it, I have never actually used it. But everyone that I know who uses it that had success is when they do the pay version. So the females have to have the pay version. Now, and then what happens is it easy to filter it through because the girls that are paying, if they're on that demon time, they do not waste time and they'll let you know.
CC, not to cut you off, but when it's because it's now today, when I used it a couple weeks ago, you're only allowed to pay for it to message people.
Got it.
So now it's a little bit skewed, and I met a lot of, like you said, chompies. It's a lot of them on there.
Yeah, them choppies.
And just real quick to give you guys some tips, man. If they ask you, hey, just write me when you get here, she a chompy. But she won't ask.
But look, this chick was asking this brother money. Soon as she meet him, she said something, but I don't know if she said the refrigerator. I don't know what she said. No, wait. She even told the brother, look, she said, look, I got a house I can move into right now for $300. He sent the $300, and this is a Dominican brother. Look,
he speaks the language.
I'm sending it to you right now. Right,
right
this minute.
There's simps all over. The DR,
man.
The DR. Don't get it twisted. The DR.
How much time y'all got, dog? We about to do it.
No, we. That's
the game is on.
That's a whole other episode.
I do it tomorrow.
That's a whole other episode, man. Do that tomorrow.
We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, but drop the send me that link, man. I'll start preparing it tonight for it.
What's the name of the group again?
Blue Book Passport Cartel.
What was it? Big Book? What did you say?
No, Blue Book
Passport Cartel.
Man, I just sent you that video. Did you get it?
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I got it.
Oh man, y'all go look. All y'all brothers need to watch that, man.
Hey, yo, forward me that.
Yeah, I got you.
And put it in the private chat. Put it in the private chat in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. I can do it. I'm gonna share it in
the private chat. Put in the chat so brothers can see that. Y'all need to watch that. That is crazy.
That is crazy, man.
That is crazy. I see how it happened to him, but.
Yeah. I mean, I use the Colombian Cupid out here. It's pretty good. If you the regular chicks on Colombian Cupid, if you use Tinder, you get in bunch of chop your daughters and play for sure.
That's crazy. But hey, man, guys, the football game is coming on soon. I'm gonna just drop this link. Let's close it out. Apollo, I'm gonna let you get the word, man. I know you you just came back on for. Also, guys, Apollo, he's a professional master Spanish teacher. So if y'all need that, he's gonna charge you though. So it's not free. You need this. Don't ask him, hey, for the freebie, you got me on Thursday.
Good at it, don't do it for free.
No. I mean, people don't understand. So I always calculate what I make per hour, and then I have to add 50% more because this is outside of my work schedule, and I have to plan for it. So I'll do a consultation with the person. I try to figure out where you at, but I actually get results. It's like that personal trainer is actually going to get you in the shape you want to be in. Because I'm not Latino at all, and I started when I was 33 years old, and I speak fluent Spanish now. Like I can show, so the proof is in the pudding. Like people think I got special abilities. No, I have no special abilities. You know what I'm saying? Like people are like, oh man, it's because you lived there. No, I know people that have been in Colombia 10, 12 years, no Spanish, nothing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's me. That's me. My Spanish is trash, bro. I be like, man, my grandma be like, how long you been here, dog? Like,
and it's just every day. And people would always ask me, you still practice? I still practice Spanish 30 minutes a day. I'm like, look, man, Steph Curry still take jump shots. Practice, man. You gotta put that work in every day. And it's easy. Right now I'm learning Mandarin Chinese, and actually it's crazy. I was holding a conversation with the desk lady. It's horrible. I mean, my Chinese is horrible right now, but it's way better than it was 2 months ago when I got here. And so it's just 10, 15 minutes a day, pick away at it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get you right on the Spanish tip. So get at me.
Right, appreciate you. Let's go. Go ahead, CC.
Nothing. Just good building with the brothers. You know what I mean? Great sharing information. You know, all we need to do is just make sure to continue building this kind of network and this type of community this way that people can start watching videos during the daytime. And they don't have to worry about who's walking in and what, let me turn this off. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of guys that would love to get this information, and there's a space for all the other type of video, but we need the content of guys that actually are trying to get information so that they can build a real life, So appreciate everybody sharing their experiences, sharing the information and those gems, appreciate you, Apollo. Holla at Apollo. Susua, you already know he's on the ground, so make sure you drop everybody's link, Cam, so that
I got you. Hey, everyone, just real quick, drop your channels in a private or just drop it in the comment section from here, and it can show it. Apollo, his is at Apollo the Creed as Instagram as well. If you guys want to message him for consultations, so he can give you the breakdown of what you need to do.
Apollo the Creed.
Apollo,
man, Ronan, Edwin, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey man, I give him the milk, big dog. That's all.
Well, it's been fun as always, right?
I give him the milk, big dog. I mean, I'm just doing my job. Don't worry about it. That's all.
Edwin needs to get his channel cracked.
I mean, my channel is cracking.
People looking for love, Edwin.
I'm not selling love. I'm not selling love. I teach people how to make money. So that's what I do. I'm not selling love.
Is that
Edwin is the one that helped me out with my
dividend. The dividend channel.
Yeah, Edwin got me on track.
Yeah, I think I subscribed to your channel just now.
So I don't charge right now, but when it becomes work, then maybe I'll start charging. But right now it's just fun. It keeps me busy. I'm in training for retirement. I'm 51.
No, Apollo's
training for retirement. So right now I'm just doing it as something when I'm retired to give back to my brothers, right? Mainly my brothers, especially guys want to travel out of the country. You don't need $100,000, $200,000. You can do it good with 35, 40 grand a year, and you can do it doing nothing. You just got to start investing now and relax later.
Gotcha.
Well, y'all get with that, brother, man. Get your money.
Get your money up. Go ahead, Raw.
No, man. Listen,
shout out your channel. Make sure you guys follow Raw.
Check me out on Brother Abroad, on YouTube. Other than that, man, I ain't really got too much to say. Like I said, brother's always moving all the time as always. I appreciate all that. You know what I mean?
Also, Raw will be moving to DR soon, so he's gonna have a video, a setup guide, 5 steps how to move to the Dominican Republic. Yeah. Come on, you got to shout your channel.
Listen, I'm working on it.
Brother love Raw. Look, brother be like, what your brother who be saying Santo Domingos.
Santos Domingos.
Santo Domingos. That's my brother from Philly. Brother Raw.
Hey, Sergeant, go ahead, Sergeant. Sergeant got one in the crib, dog. Go ahead, I see you.
Yeah. Yeah,
he ready to go.
Yeah,
you
sorry
go.
about to roll out.
Look, man.
Already,
Hey, you already know.
son.
You already know
Go
what
ahead,
Sosu is. So you already know. Like we ain't gonna talk about it no more. But yeah, Sergeant Sosu. You know, I'm for the vets. You know, I'm always pushing for the vets. I'm actually working on a vet like a beach day. So hopefully here in a couple weeks, I can get all that together, get that put together. I think Flip's gonna cater it for me. It's gonna be a good event for the vets, man. Come out there, barbecue, play dominoes, do all the stuff we usually do. So it's at SARS Osua. You know, I welcome everybody, but my heart is with the vet. So, you know, I'm good with the VA. We can help you with, you know, medical stuff out here, how to get your 100%, how I moved out here. I brought my dog, you know, all those certain things. You know, that's what I'm pushing for because that's who's dear to my heart. So, yeah, if you're looking for any of that, or you a vet and you trying to, you know, live on your VA benefits, which is extraordinary, right? Retiring early, you trying to retire early, holla at me. You know, between me, Unc Jay, and a couple other vets, man, we'll get you right.
Yeah, they really know how to do it. My brother's a vet, so I'm gonna hook him up with Sergeant when I take him for his birthday in a couple months. So it's a great plug to have. All right, Sin, go ahead, shout out your channel.
Yeah, hit me up. Sin City is the channel. Appreciate you having me on the panel. First time I've been on your panel, so appreciate
you for coming, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you having me on the panel. Appreciate sharing a conversation with you brothers. Although we may have different points of view, we can all, you know, have our own point of view and still be able to have dialogue, conversation, and still come to a common ground. So, but yeah, most definitely shout out to y'all, and I'll see y'all another time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Kobe. Also, I put Sin's channel. Everyone's channels are linked in the description below. So if you want to look for it, just click it. Check everybody out on Instagram. Go ahead, Kobe.
Yeah, so I'm at official Kobe. The link should be in the chat. But of course, it's always good, you know, chopping it up with the brothers, the brotherhood, as Ronan says. Yeah, I think this is what it's about. You know, us helping each other grow our channels and get out good information, of course. And you know, there's so many guys trying to travel and learn this information, and they just need help. Obviously, in so many different ways. Like the brother who spent $4,000 on.
Hey, me and Kobe gonna be on that thing like fish tomorrow morning, boy.
I mean, this is so much of that happening, you know.
Yeah.
Western Union Poppy. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, just check out my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Yes, sir. And as official Kobe on everything, man. Again, thank you guys, everything. Ronan, real quick, go ahead, Ronan.
No, I'm just saying, man, y'all gotta watch that before I get off. Man, that video go trip.
CC,
man, look.
You, okay?
Yeah, I'll send y'all watch that, man. This is crazy. You're gonna see the desperation in this brother, and it's gonna make you see. Like, I looked at the weakness in this brother, and I remember a part of the old me. I saw a part of the old me, a glimpse. I'm like, God, dog. I was like, oh yeah, that
it's you.
They're like, wow, man. It's like that's the thing that made me trip out of seeing him, not for travel, but looking at a glimpse of the old me in the United States. I'm like, wow, man. So we definitely gotta do that, man. But look, man, I salute to all you guys, man. Much appreciated, man. We growing. This is how we grow together, man. Appreciate all you guys, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Peace out, man. To the brotherhood.
Real quick, I gotta thank Ronan, and Ronan is the main one. He invited us on every time, and I was like, damn, let me start live streaming, man. He gave me my first big push. I'm over 3,000 subscribers now and going. Flip gave me a big push. Sergeant Tasua helped me out. Caribbean Casanova always support. He gave my first 4 super chats. Yeah. So I appreciate you, Caribbean. I got the song for you.
Reverse the charges.
You don't like that song?
Reverse the charges. So just understand that I'm actually doing a brand new channel starting from scratch. 0 subscribers. That's the one I put just in the back.
Okay, I posted it up.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's right there in the chat. So again, I appreciate you all for coming on, man. And the same thing, anyone who wants to do the live, just hit us up. If you need help making a thumbnail, you know me, I'll create the thumbnail and I'll send it to you and give you the title. I'll give you everything. Just let me know what y'all need, man. Everyone enjoy your night, man. Enjoy the football game. Me and Kobe will be on tomorrow.
I'm gonna subscribe to everybody's channel. Just do me a favor, go ahead and be my first 7, y'all, because y'all.
We got
man. I just subscribed to you, so I'm on there already.
We're gonna start from the bottom. Show 'em how to
Yeah,
get
we
it.
got your back, man. We got your back over here. We
Salute,
working
gang.
together.
I just subscribed as well.
Appreciate y'all,
Okay.
brothers. Appreciate
All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
Peace, bro.
All right, man.
Peace.
Enjoy the game.
You know?
Yes, sir.